Before we descend into the ominous depths of this unfolding narrative, observe the footage with unwavering attention, for within these frames lies the first fracture of a far more disturbing reality.
You chose this, David. 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 Yeah! Chose this, you cocksucker.
Voice recordings and video clips were captured as a distressed woman contacted law enforcement. When the first officer arrived, she was seated inside a park beside a bag and several other items she would later present as evidence. Though cooperative, her behavior and the bizarre nature of her claims left the officer visibly unsettled.
So it's threats of killing. I'm in fear because she's not coming and saying, "Here, I have a gun and I'm going to shoot you," in text messages or voicemails, like having a...
Three individuals soon emerged at the center of the disturbing narrative: a woman in a white t-shirt, an elderly man in a cobalt blue shirt, and an older woman dressed in beige and white tones. Tensions escalated dramatically when the woman in white entered a residence and revealed shocking material on her phone, accelerating the investigation instantly. Over the course of August 5th, 6th, and 9th, 3 separate officers encountered the woman as the mystery deepened. What she ultimately showed police, and the truth concealed beneath her story, would leave everyone stunned.
Hello, did you call? What's going on?
But I'm actually getting pretty scared, and I'm not one that scares easy. My significant other, who I've lived with for the past 6 years, has an ex-wife.
Okay.
Who she has been Baker acted 3 times since April 24th.
Where does she live?
She was the one found running around, but
is it in Palm Beach County?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's legend.
Okay.
And it's, so that's why I live in Royal Palm, but she's been texting incessantly. There's threats of, and so there's, I've been through so much, and a lot of it is towards him, but he's getting anywhere 10 to 60 text messages a day. This weekend it has escalated. There have been phone calls where she's threatening to kill him. So going back, she's been Baker acted 3 times. First time, the kids came with us. They don't want to go home.
Was DCF notified?
No. We're working with a lawyer.
Okay.
So we've tried to do the emergency petitions. The emergency petitions, it's not over the kids. I mean, it's part of it is, but she's threatening to kill him. The bizarre, I have so much for you to see.
I know you said you're working with a lawyer. At any point did you, and I'm not trying to insult the lawyer's intelligence or yours, at any point was some sort of no contact order put in place or anything like that? No? Okay.
And I actually called and spoke to her yesterday in great length and sent her another email. Like, she has all of this.
Has any of this been documented at all in the slightest by law enforcement?
No.
Okay, so no law enforcement, no DCF? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is the first time you've reached out to law enforcement?
In regards to the content that is being sent to his son, who is 14.
Okay.
The vulgar, threatening volume, all day and night, escalated this weekend to the point that she is sending him videos of her masturbation with a dildo. The threatening phone calls that she sounds like a banshee. We're concerned for her mental state. And I have so much to show that her mental state isn't there, even to a voicemail left an hour ago.
Has your lawyer tried to do some sort of court-ordered Baker Act?
So what we're actually, the lawyer's more for going for a full custody of the kids. So she's saying this is a separate, because it's threats against him, it's stalking him, it's harassment to him, that this is a separate case. It applies to the case of really because the case that is family with more about her parenting, not what's happening to him and to us incessantly.
Where is he at?
He's working.
What time does he get off of work?
He's on call, and he does refrigeration. I can get him on the phone and he can talk to you.
Well, he might need to speak to a detective, because I'm going to look at what you got.
And he's willing to. It's just I'm not, and I didn't want to do it at home because we're really trying to preserve the relationship we don't want to taint the kids' vision of their mom. She was an alcoholic who switched to medical marijuana February, March. There's something medically, truly, I mean, she wasn't a nice person to begin with, but there's definitely something, when you look at and hear and see she's posted on Facebook, she's obsessed with sex, she's calling everybody out underneath. Do you know of a Victoria, like brothel or
No.
trafficking? Like, she's focused on stuff like that. When she was institutionalized.
So, because now we're going into different things.
Well, there's a multitude. Like, this is
the brothel that you're talking about. That's in Victoria.
I don't know. I don't know this stuff. Like,
There's no like proof of any of that.
No, like she's saying like he's having all these affairs. She's saying like all these people have her, and she's going on. She had been. Her lawyer finally got her to stop posting all this stuff about these people, the hospitals, Trump, DeSantis, gun trafficking of children.
There's no validity behind anything she's saying, so it's just kind of just like erratic, random stuff that she. Like she's almost like
schizophrenic.
Yeah, like probably has some sort of mental disorder or something.
Bipolar schizophrenic. If you look at this stuff, and you're going to go, holy.
Okay, so besides that stuff, I want to lean more towards the threatening stuff, because I saw you mentioned in the comments it said something about threats.
Yes.
To murder or anything like that, because that's going to be. We have a unit called Targeted Violence Unit.
Yeah.
They deal with stuff like that where there's written threats. So I want to kind of see that first and deem it whether it's necessary or not to call out detectives. So if you have any type of evidential,
So and then she always follows it up with, well, I'm not homicidal, I'm not suicidal. Don't send the police again. I'm fine. This is the one where...
Does she have any firearms, anything like that?
Not
that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did the kids say they've seen anything like that?
Her ex, so she's also was remarried, and she's in the process of divorcing her third husband, I think. He had guns. But that was kind of like one of her focuses, that she thinks police should have their guns removed. She's calling out certain people within the police department that should have their guns removed. And that all kinds of bizarre so I don't think that she would have a gun. If my kids end up hurt because of you, David, mark my words, I will hunt you down personally to the end of the earth, and I will find you and I will rip your limb from limb. Not saying I'm doing that to you right now. I'm saying anything happens to my children, what's going to happen to you, I will rip you apart. There's not a judge in the world that would blame me. I have a voicemail where she's threatening, and she sounds like a banshee. I'm going to kill you. And his lawyer, by the way. There's a voicemail from today where
can I see this stuff?
Yeah. So it's screenshots that I have, and I have a Google Drive. You can swipe all you want. Because
does all the stuff start here?
No, this has been going on since 3 months.
Why have you guys not called law enforcement prior to?
So we've been going to the lawyer and just trying to really do it through the lawyer. This weekend it escalated to the point, like she posted a picture of her arm where it's like that schizophrenic disassociated words with pictures, like an adult woman would not draw magic marker. She was supposed to go to dinner with the kids on Sunday. He woke up to another like 10:30 message. I can't even tell you. Some days it's 10, some days it's 30, some days he ends up with 60 messages of bizarre, hurtful
things being said to him, calling him a and all, like, it goes the gamut. Blaming him from everything underneath the sun, from her lights being turned off. So then he woke up to the video of her in a couple pictures. He didn't really say, and we don't respond to any of this. And then he was put into a group chat with myself, him, a friend, and his 14-year-old son, going through about our friend's mother can't have big black cock. So he went on and he said, that's nice that you included our son in your inappropriate text. Can you please look at, who you're including in these text messages? Because in the beginning, she did send a text message to her son saying that if her ex-husband wants big black dick in his, then he can have it there. She didn't want dick in her ass, and if he wants to suck black cock, he can. And all this was provided to the lawyer, but it was never enough to really do anything. It's escalated in the last, I want to say, month to 6 weeks with the volume and the consistently of the day in and day out. We've been truly, because we don't have full custody of the kids, we were trying to do the lawyer piece first, because she technically could show up at our doorstep and take the kids. However, the children don't want to go there, and when you start talking to the son about her, he starts shaking and he does this stuff, and the daughter digs her heels in. She wanted to take them.
In these text messages, so did anything happen today?
I have a voicemail today that talks about visiting him in his sleep, and what's coming to him is going to come to him.
Because from reading some of that stuff, I don't see any direct threats, if that makes sense.
And I've also learned in writing versus voicemail versus I'm here stabbing you, there's different levels and different...
because you're gonna need the ability to carry out said threat, right? You need, you obviously the other person has to be fearful. There's things that go into it. If you have something that happened today that somebody can conduct some sort of welfare check on her today, that'd be great. And then any other things you have that you think may have some sort of direct threats.
Let's go through today. So let me finish Saturday. So Sunday, he's like, please don't, it's inappropriate. And then she goes down through all this stuff and then ends up sending him a picture of a shovel.
I saw that and said you dug your own grave or something.
Right.
So I'm going to still call, just based on that one, I'll call my supervisor and see if that deems necessary for written threats. But if you have something else...
Let me go into the Google Drive.
Okay.
Because and this is finishing up Saturday into yesterday morning, where I'm like, I was petrified. Here's what I'm afraid of. She's either going to show up and do something to us at the house. She's going to pick up the kids and take the kids and run, and we will never see them because she has given some god-awful guy money for a compound out in Nebraska, and that is referenced. She wants him to have a man-to-man conversation with this guy about Nebraska.
The things with you guys feeling fearful, does your husband or boyfriend, does he feel the same way?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay,
that's why we stopped the dinner on Sunday, because with her behaviors, it's like, and is she going to do a merciful killing because she's so worried about them being hurt?
That kind of stuff we can do stuff about, but as far as the children, until maybe DCF is contacted or something, she still has some sort of custody level of the children. So.
She does. So here is, this was Saturday, and so she posted that. This is what we woke up to yesterday morning.
David, you chose this, David. 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 You chose this, you cocksucker.
Now, she's not threatening, but when you put all of that other stuff in it together, and then with that, and then you wake up to a shovel with some burnt stuff on her back patio, by the way. That's not just taking a picture off. I can tell you that's her back patio. sending exorcist themes, and then saying that it's okay that the content, because they're talking through their belly buttons.
Yeah, she's definitely, has some sort of mental
so this is
disorder.
the voicemail that she sent at 5 o'clock today, because she wants to take him school shopping. She wants to give him school stuff. She had texted me and asked me if she could drop stuff off, even though she wants to hit the doorbell. She's not, and I said, because nobody's home,
David, I
she could
spoke
drop.
with Jennifer, and I'm gonna leave some stuff for the kids later. I didn't make it to the post office. I got an email about Meet the Teacher for Hayden and Ryder's schedule, orthodontist appointments, doctor's appointments. I am not sure what to say to you, David Ocean. I am left with no words, only things to show you, Mr. O'Shane. So I am going to visit you in your dreams. You won't know who I am, but you deserve what's coming to you, sir.
Okay.
Then what she texted, and she sent him this. I have the son's phone. What we ended up doing, because we're trying to limit the traumatization to the two children. So we went out and bought the son a separate phone for when he's not home. He's not inundated with her text messages, phone calls during camp and at inappropriate times, and it can be reviewed for appropriateness, because early on, like when he got that text message from his mom, I was actually home with him and he was sick. And David goes, did he talk to his mom today? I was like, no, I would have heard him talking to his mom. He goes, well, ask if she texted. I said, Ryder, did your mom text you today? He goes, yeah, I'm trying to forget about it. So at that point,
What did she text him?
Basically, that was when, about if her going to be ex-husband wants big dick, he can have big dick in it. She doesn't want dick in her, and all about the anal. And he's 14. This is his mom.
Yeah.
So a lot of it we just kind of we screenshot it and we get rid of it. Now, when we stopped, when he said, I don't feel comfortable with her take, and we were going to drop off and pick up, with the kids going with her for dinner because of all the bizarre, oddball things that she was saying about the belly, meditating through the belly buttons and then sending the videos. He was like, okay, the kids won't be joining you for dinner tonight. I don't think it's a good night. She still showed up and was like, where's the kids? So then she's calling Ryder and leaving voicemails that she's sleeping 20 hours a day. She doesn't remember the last time she ate. She's very weak and her blood sugar's low. Then the next minute she's calling back in hysterical tears saying that she's not homicidal or suicidal. She just misses them. So it's like this up and this down that she's doing. So she was supposed to drop off boxes to the house because nobody was home. I'm like, all right. I mean, if she lights the house on fire, she's going to kill the animals, but at least we're not there. And so then she sends this message to Ryder. That it's with the rain's coming pretty down. She doesn't want another episode. Like, she's given an effect from the night before with the Mucinex. She's just too weak. Like it's, and you can hear it in some of the voices that when she calls. I mean, I'm sporadic, and I'm probably not giving you a good, because there's just
no,
been
I'm
so
just trying
much,
to sift through everything.
I know, and I'm trying to give you the exact things, but it's when you're hit with 30 text messages plus a day, and it's hard to decipher, and you have so much volume of stuff.
That's why I recommend you call the cops every time something like this happens, so there's some sort of paper trail that follows, and then a no contact order, DCF gets involved.
And in hindsight, we probably should have, but with not having the custody piece figured out, we were afraid, and we didn't want to damage that case, because when this first started, it was like, okay, we did ask the lawyer if DCF should get involved, and when the text message, because it devastated us to even read that for him, and when I said hold off on DCF, because a lot of times they remove the kids from the house, and we wanted to get the lawyer's opinion and making sure, because they're already traumatized enough. And she was like, no, DCF can make things worse a lot of times. And that was the
That's not wrong, but...
And that was the first voice, or the first text message. And there really hasn't been a lot of inappropriate to Ryder that involved him, per se, because we've shot until this past week, in which he didn't see it because we interceded it before Ryder could actually read it. But then as it escalated over the weekend, and I was really sitting there yesterday completely scared. I kept him home from camp because I was afraid she was going to go to camp. You know, what's going to break the camel's back, that she's going to try to come get the kids and say, here, I'm going to kill you because I don't want nobody else to hurt you. Like a merciful kill.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it kind of all came to head yesterday.
Is there anything else before I call my sergeant that...
You want to listen to the voicemail from last week, or the week before last, that where she sounds like a band. It's just...
anything that you have, I want to get through all that now, so I can make an accurate phone call. And
right, well, then sit down with me, because this is going to be a...
No, I'm
okay, because there's so much in here. There's lots of emails.
I'm just really shocked that your lawyer hasn't told you guys to reach out to law enforcement and started some sort of paper trail, because a no contact order is kind of like the first thing you want.
I don't see my kids at my house, David.
This is August
I don't see them in their room. I don't see them home yet. I just see you digging yourself a deeper hole that you're going to bury yourself in today. You and your fucking whore bag lawyer.
This is yesterday?
August 4th.
Yesterday, right?
Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, that's August 4th. Okay. This is the scary one.
If I don't have my kids back when you get back, David, I'm going to make sure you die in your sleep. I'm going to make sure that you and your whore bag lawyer don't wake up, that you suffocate to death. You might get bit by a poisonous snake or spider when you're away on your trip, and I hate you.
So that's the July 23rd. This is the voicemail.
Hey Ryder, it's Mommy. I was just calling to see if you guys were on your way up here. I'm at Flanagan's.
Does she work?
My blood sugar is kind of low right now. I haven't been eating.
Business out in the house.
I've been sleeping like 20 hours a day. I don't know the last time I ate, actually.
And we stopped screenshotting all the text messages because it's just the volume is there. Plus, we've already put $14,000 in trying to get the custody, and everything that the lawyer reads, it's more money. So we stopped screenshotting a lot of it. This is where she...
Ryder and Hayden, I just want you guys to know I love you very much, and I promise I'm not going to hurt myself. And I'm not going to hurt anybody else. I'm not homicidal, I'm not suicidal. I'm just brokenhearted because I miss you guys so much.
This is to her kid?
And I love you guys so much.
Your lawyer's seen all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And never did like a court-ordered Baker Act petition or anything? Interesting.
Well, we've gone in front of the judge. We're doing so. We went in front of Judge Miller twice with this type. When she was Baker acted in Halifax for the second time, I have a voicemail in here where she's saying, "Get the kids, come up here, bring their passports. I'm going to put you in protective custody." And all I could imagine is the next thing is going to be the tinfoil on her head, because it was just like all of this stuff and trafficking and guns and all of this stuff. Like, she was like, "I'm going to save the world." And then it was, "Oh, well, you got chickens. I don't know what we're going to do with the chickens." And my son lives in Wisconsin. Oh, and Jen can bring her son down and the baby, but forget my daughter that lives here. And then, so all of this was but Judge Miller's like, "Oh, well, they let her out, so everything must be fine. They let her out, so it must be fine. So no, it's not an emergency. You're fine." So we've been trying to do it the right way in seeking legal guidance. And so when I called, because we didn't want to ultimately we're afraid to damage the case, but it's now to that point that I called the lawyer. I'm like, "Look, I'm scared. I am scared that she's going to do something to the children or do something to us." And I said, "I'm calling the police. I'm going to do a police report. Because there's nothing documented. If something happens, and now we've gone 3 months without, who's liable?"
Yeah.
And I'm locked in my house, and I don't scare easy.
That's...
I don't scare easy.
I understand what you're saying. That's why I would have called law enforcement from the get-go, but it's at least still good that you called now. And I'm going to try, once I see everything, I'm going to try my best to help you as best as possible. Hopefully detectives will come out for something like this. If not, I'll document it as thoroughly as possible.
Okay.
And that way there's some sort of paper trail started.
So this is the group text that was yesterday or on Sunday that started, where it talks about Tom's sister has a lot of them. Tom's mom has, as she is thinking about her ex-boyfriend's big black she can't have anymore because she's such a cunt. This is in a group text message to her 14-year-old child.
Who else is in that? There's 4 people.
Myself, David, and Tom.
Who's Tom? The captain? What did he say?
He's blocked her from all this. He is a family friend.
Okay.
And I'm not pulling strings in that sense. I'm also trying to be very sensitive to his position.
Has he?
He knows about it.
And what has he said to do?
I'm here today.
Okay.
And I'm sorry that I didn't come forth with that.
Yeah, she should have told me that at first.
But I'm trying to, like, I want you to understand, like, I'm not going to him from a legal aspect. So yes, he's the 4th person in that, but he's blocked.
When were these text messages?
Sunday.
And when did you reach out to him that he said you should probably call law enforcement or however?
Yesterday mid-morning to ask, because of the legal battle that we're having, and I have the email that I sent to the lawyer in the morning, and she hadn't responded, and I'm sitting in my house scared, and I was talking to a friend. She's like, "I don't understand why you're not going to the police." How
is he at all related in this?
He's a family friend.
How does she know him?
From when they were married.
Okay.
And they have not had a conversation in 7 years. I've been with David 7 years.
Okay.
6 years.
Who knows Captain? Yeah.
Myself.
I'm just trying to figure out how he got into this mix with this lady and
Kristen. They were family friends, and we've been to his house. And
okay.
So it's.
And she sent these text messages in a group chat with him and
David, myself, and Ryder's son.
Okay.
So and then, all right. Just to also let you know, Eric Coleman. Do you know Eric Coleman? He is a colonel somewhere in Palm Beach County. He's a colonel, I believe.
Okay.
That is her ex-step brother that she has also,
Ex-stepbrother.
it was, I think, it's not her full-blooded, her mom's dead, and I think the husband in which is Eric's, I think his name's Eric. Last name is, I think it's Eric.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It's his dad married Kristen's mom. Both of them are dead, so that's why I say ex.
Okay.
And she's like called him out on Facebook. She's like,
is he aware of that?
Mm-hmm.
What has he said? Or you're not sure?
Because it was her family member, and he's talked to David. I can't tell you that. I don't know the conversations that David has had with Eric. And this was early in the game, and I don't think he's had contact with it, because she doesn't post on Facebook now. David's just continuing, and I don't know who else she is texting. At times we get put into group text messages with other people that it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know these people. Where she's rambling. When I say rambling, and this is back in the beginning, that we just stopped screenshotting because, again, like I told you, it's piercing to get thoughts, and then bringing up David's mother and the church, and that something happened to David and people aren't saying anything, and all these kids are getting raped, and people using kids as mules, and like it's definitely a psychological.
Oh, for sure.
That's going on, and that we're trying to go after the kids' inheritance, and she has Alexa conversations saved of where we're trying to go after the kids' inheritance, and that we're colluding with her going to be ex-husband, and it's just been a barrage and we haven't seen Tommy, I don't know, in a while. I mean, he knows a lot of what, like, he doesn't know specifics because it's stopped off to the Facebook, and Tommy's not really stated in a lot of it, but occasionally she just goes down the gamut of anybody and everybody that she knows, that even bringing in, I'm from Maryland, and I moved down here with my kid's dad, and he moved, when we divorced, he moved back to Maryland, and she's like, oh, your kid's dad molested your kids. Like, you don't even know.
Consistently saying off the wall things.
And it's related to guns, and this Victoria brothel place like that, and she, her ex-mother-in-law was on the side of the road of this place, and like saying her ex-father or her ex-stepdad was having David's stepmother. Like, everything is related, and David's having all these mental affairs and calling her ex-husband a pedophile, like almost basically saying that he molested the kids, which we've had conversations, and I have no fear that he hasn't touched either one of the kids, because Hayden was like, the second we were like, did Dennis ever, she was like, no, and if he ever did, and I would do this, and this.
Is that the female?
Yeah.
Okay.
His daughter, who's 10.
So, how many kids are involved? That's Ryder.
And a 10-year-old Hayden.
And it's just those two. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it just, this is what she does, and then she'll throw in there, I'm not homicidal, I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, she thinks that's
Correct.
like a get out of jail free card.
And you guys, PBSO, Baker acted her the first time when she was running in Legend Lakes, butt-ass naked,
When was that?
April 24th. This is when it all started. She stayed in there for 6-7 days. They released her. She came back down for like a day or two, but then decided that she was going to go to Vera to get away from everybody because she just couldn't but I think she had a guy up there that she was messing around with, some drug addicts or whatever. She ended up getting Baker acted a second time, and I have all the dates, and I have all the police reports. The second time she was seen on the beach, going into the water naked, then running down the street, yelling at people. They Baker acted her again at that point, and she stayed in 8 days, maybe 10 days. when she got out, she stayed up there, and like 2 weeks later, she was posting all kinds of, and I have all those videos too, all over Facebook, where that somebody did a wellness check and they Baker acted again for suicidal ideations. When she got released that time, she stayed up there for a couple days, but then she's been back in here, and you guys ended up doing another wellness check because somebody else called again to her house.
You don't know who was like the complainant on that?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It may have been her. I don't know who called on that one. And I may have it in. There's just been, to keep the timeline straight and the amount of stuff that has been stated, in the continual barrage of text messages. That the text messages, sometimes, yes, they're offensive. I mean, it's all offensive. But until it started escalating in the last couple weeks, where I'm like, something's going to happen. Because she can't get to her kids. Her kids tell her no, but she thinks it's us. So is she going to, that we have...
maliciously do something.
Right, that we have music on Tuesdays and try to run me over in the parking lot. Or show up at my work. I mean, she doesn't ever know where David is because he works for FSR Food Service Refrigeration, so he's in all the different Publixes fixing stuff. But, that we do have she knows when we're going to be at doctor's offices. She knows that the kids are getting ready and there's nothing to stop her from going to the school or the camp to get the kids. And as she's escalating like this type of stuff, because we also have her dog. Because when she got Baker acted the second time, or the first time it was her second Baker act, but the first time in New Zealand.
Yeah, someone had to take custody of the dog.
She had the dog up there. We actually drove 3 hours to save the kid's dog. So Hayden doesn't want her to have the dog back. So it's, help me.
I got you. Let me make a phone call. I want to help you in the best way possible. So I'm gonna call my supervisor.
And Tommy's gonna want to know who showed up, and you are
Deputy Lerman.
Lerman.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Give
you.
me just a second, okay? I'll be right over with you. Okay, just so you're aware, I called my sergeant and basically just gave him a generalization of what you told me briefly. He said he's on his way here,
Okay.
so he'll probably want to speak to you as well.
Okay. Can we go inside once he gets here?
Yeah, I'll wait for him to get here. If you want to run to the restroom, you can. I'll watch your stuff.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I
Okay.
mean, are we going to continue everything out here? Are you going to, because you guys can flip through anything in the Google Drive and in my phone. I don't care.
No, I mean, based off what you showed me, I think that, in my opinion, I don't really know too much about targeted violence unit, but in my opinion, it meets enough for them to at least be notified of this and either choose to come out or not. I think that would be the best decision if they come out. So the stuff that you just told me, he'll probably want to just hear a generalization of that as well, so he can make the phone call to that unit. All right, I'm gonna try not to
You can help me.
have you here all night, but I want to make sure that this gets documented thoroughly and that you get the help that you need. So
at the end of the day, if I have to be here all night to protect my family and to protect
Right,
myself,
right.
I don't care. I will do. I have to empty out my 401k because in order to go further with the custody case, we have to have her psychologically evaluated through the court system. You want to know how much that is?
No, I have no idea how much.
$9,000.
Yeah. That is.
And we've already spent $14,000 for 2 failed emergency hearings.
For the court ordered Baker Act kind of thing, right?
Well, no, that's to get temporary custody of the kids so that she can't pick them up anywhere.
Yeah, I forget what that's called. The emergency injunction for you guys to take the.
Yeah. Because apparently it's very hard, and rightly so. I'm a parent. I have 2 kids of my own. I have a 23-year-old and I have a 21-year-old. However, when you have this much volume,
Right, and the judge was presented all that.
she didn't want to hear a lot. She's very doesn't want to hear anything, and you have like 30 seconds to say what you need to say. So the lawyers have to be very particular in what they bring in. So she tried to bring in the most pertinent things, like being Baker acted in some of the videos of her, like looking like she's high on God knows what. Somebody's also reported, and I didn't do this, and God, did I think about it? Reported her to the Florida Board of Nursing. So she now has that case. I'm sure that there's plenty of cases against her, or people have had to report her for the things like she is saying on about anybody and everybody that she's ever known.
It's astonishing to me that she has a career and everything still on. She's
don't-
definitely spiraling based
it's
off the
only-
stuff you showed me.
It's only 3 months at this point, and I don't know how long it takes the Florida Board of Nursing to do their investigation. And was it the Baker Act? Was it her sister? Like, she's going one out in public about how her sister molested her and raped her, and she has told all this stuff to the kids. Like, her 10-year-old daughter knows what rape is. How disgusting is that?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Just the group chats with the children, just all of it is very bizarre. She's definitely spiraling.
and you know what I say before she flipped, and she's like, "Oh, you're trying to say it's the psychosis from the medical marijuana?" Something happened. Whether or not she had like an underlying undiagnosed mental health issue, and it's exacerbated.
It could come at any time in your life too. That there's no, you know what I mean?
That just seems like where she's flipped from self-medicating with the alcohol to self-medicating with the medical marijuana was kind of like that transition to where she wasn't a nice person. Like, when he was going, like, after his divorce, and he would drop the kids off in the morning, she would still be bombed, coming out in front of the kids calling him a cunt and a, like, who does? And I don't like those. Like, those are words like that are not said in my house. We don't yell in my house. I don't tolerate yelling in my house, and that's why, like, the kids don't want to leave. Before all of this, Hayden couldn't sleep at night. Like, I remember her standing up at the top of the stairs, just screaming that she
it's
can't
traumatizing
sleep.
for the kids, for sure.
And we would try everything to the point where I had to stand in her doorway. Her dad would have to sit on her bed, and if he moved, she would wake up. And at this point, we didn't know all this was going on in their home. Like, we had no idea because the kids weren't telling us. The ex-husband, or the going-to-be ex-husband, wasn't like, "Hey, dude, this is what's happening."
Is she seeing anyone now? She's not married or anything now?
So in one of the text messages, she went to Vero with this Brian, and she's nicely texted David and said, "Oh, he left something in her for him." Now, is there anybody that she's consistently? I can't tell you, because when her mom died, she got a lot of money, so she's tossing a lot of money out there. And with this Brian guy, where actually her accounts are seized because I think of the activity that she, like, if you were on Facebook Live with her, because a lot of this was public Facebook Live, and said, "Oh, I'm starting a dog washing business. Oh, here, I'll help fund you. I'll give you $5,000. There's this guy that is, I think, in the same mindset as her, that's feeding her some of this stuff that
that
she
doesn't
wants
help either, like an enabler kind of thing.
build a compound with him. So she, in one of the emails, says how she is giving him $150,000 for property. So is there people? Probably. There's a lot of people that loved her before all of this change in true behavior. That, Morgan and Stanley, or Stanley Morgan, they've actually locked her accounts so that she can't get to funds. It's,
How she lives near Lake Worth, you said? How's she affording that?
I don't know. In one of the text messages, it said that she was going to be homeless by October. I have no idea. It's very sad. And when I tell you to sit in front of a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old and promote this woman, because it's still their mother, and you need to love your mother, and your mother's missing you, and she's just in trying to keep a positive outlook for the kids. Do you know how hard that is?
No,
when you're
I don't.
every day that you drop them off, you're afraid that she's going to go there and pick him up and there's nothing that you can do. That if she showed up on our doorstep, and an officer just shows up and she's like, I got my court papers that says I can have them. Is he going to sit there and watch this, and be like, oh yeah, okay, no, but the court papers say. It's hard, and it's wearing us.
Has she tried to also go to court in reference to custody or anything? No? Okay.
She talks like she wants the kids, but if she really wanted the kids, she would show up.
How long have you had the kids for?
April 24th, and she has they've never stayed a day since April 24th.
At her house?
At her house. When she came back, I think Mother's Day was probably the first day that they saw. No. When she came back the first time, she went to dinner with them. And I guess something happened where she was because they didn't agree. She got upset that they didn't approve and agree that she needed the medical marijuana and belittled them. And then blamed us that we brainwashed them, so they got upset over that. But that was one time. And then she got Baker acted again, and on Mother's Day, she came home from Vero or New Smyrna to spend Mother's Day with the kids, and we dropped them off about 10:30, and this is before this extent. Dropped them off at 10:30 at her house in Lake Worth. We made it to West Palm Beach, the first watch to have Mother's Day with my daughter. Mm-hmm. And within an hour, Hayden's calling me in tears, we're coming home. And we left at that moment because it's like, okay, what happened? And Hayden said, I don't like you doing the medical marijuana because it makes me nauseous and gives me headaches. And she berated her. And then...
When's the last time you guys have seen her in person?
A couple weeks right before we went on vacation to Georgia. We were able to talk the kids into doing dinner with her at Olive Garden, but the stipulation by Hayden was I had to stay in the area. I had to drop them off to Olive Garden. I had to pick them up from Olive Garden. So I went to Mole and I had dinner and then went there. That day, and there's text messages basically saying that she got into an argument with her neighbor over their pool or something like that, and she was going to be late. She shows up in galosh boots. It was raining. Baseball cap, looking like a hot mess. She had dinner, a few statements, but not much of anything, and that's the last time that we or the kids have seen her. Other than FaceTime. And we haven't seen her on FaceTime. And the kids choose to have FaceTime with us because, and we try to stay in the background, you talk to your mom, but we need to hear if there's bizarre statements. We don't require it, but Hayden doesn't want to talk to her in the first place.
Right.
She's...
And I thought at a certain age or whatever, when you go to... That's what I'm saying. I thought at a certain age when you go to the courthouse in reference to custody or whatever, I thought at a certain point you kind of get a voice in court kind of a thing if you're...
I think it's 14 you can get that voice. She doesn't have that voice. The only thing that we could potentially do is have Ryder speak for her for the things that she's been through. But since we've had them, she has slept through the night. The belly aches have gone away. Occasionally, as any normal kid, if they haven't gone poop, she'll get a belly ache. She's happy, because we've taken out all of the other, and they're allowed to be kids, and it's just sad. And I don't want to, this isn't our goal to take them away from her.
No, yeah,
it's
I get
the
that.
Safety.
Yeah.
I have my kids, and I tell them all the time, I'm not
Your
here
kids stay with you guys as well?
No, my daughter just moved out. She lives in West Palm and off of, I'm not from down here, and I get lost driving out of my driveway. I turn the GPS on everywhere I go, even to the Target right up the street. So, my son lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
But she did live with us up until, I don't know, about 6 months ago. She and her boyfriend.
And she got along with the kids?
Oh, yeah. They go and stay with those sleepovers. Now, do the two girls fight like siblings? And my daughter's 23 fighting with a 10-year-old because of jealousy? Absolutely. But my daughter would do anything for those two, and Hayden looks up to my daughter like, if Destiny's wearing green, Hayden has to go find something green to put on. If she's wearing her hair's going up. You know, it's...
Yeah, very much a role model.
Yeah. And I can't remember the officer's name that picked her. It was a female officer, and it was another male officer. Great guy, very nice guy. Because I ended up sitting and talking to him when we went to court the second time. I'm horrible with names.
When was that?
July 2nd is when we went to court.
This year?
Yeah.
Was that documented?
That we went to court for the emergency.
You said that you spoke to deputies. I don't know if it...
Oh, it was because he was subpoenaed to validate.
Okay.
It was because of the Baker Act. He was the one on April 24th that actually picked her up and Baker Acted her when she was naked in.
Okay, so they had like some sort of court hearing or something that they testified for?
Yes.
Okay.
We were going for the emergency petition for custody, and because we were using the Baker Act, with the police report of why she was Baker Acted, he had to validate the police report.
And that was for full custody? And that didn't get anywhere?
No, we've been through 2 court hearings where the same judge, the first time, the reason why it didn't go through was because the day before we were to go to court, she got Baker Acted again, doing the same thing. So the second they said she was involuntarily not present because of being Baker Acted, the judge said, oh, well, it's not an emergency now, never mind, and wouldn't hear a thing. The second time they were able to get some of the evidence in, but she didn't want to hear much. There was emails where she's just rambling, and with the most bizarre, and they even put state on the stand, and she's doing the same rambling about all of this other bullshit, and the judge looks at her and goes, well, what does that have to do with this case? And then looks to the attorney and says, well, she must be fine because they let her out. Denied.
That's amazing to me.
And you want to look at the judge and go, God forbid something happened to my child or my children.
Yeah, at that point, who's liable, like you said?
Yeah.
Let me see where this guy's at, because I'm trying not to keep you here waiting.
So this is what she does. So this is what she's done to me.
That's a lot of texting.
Hold on. It's stalking. It's harassment. It's like...
For sure.
And you can see we don't respond. So this is what she does. This is... And she'll send videos. So May 11th, which is Mother's Day, she hands me this bag as we're dropping off the kids to her. There's this green wig, and there's 2 bottles of wine, and there's bunny ears, and all this weird shit. But so then, this is when she still kind of liked me and said, okay, thank you for taking care of the kids while I'm healing. And then we stopped responding. I said, on July 7th, I said, would you be willing to talk to me? I get berated. I said, my intent was not to play the blame game, but to help bridge the gap between you guys for what occurred on the 24th, Mother's Day, among other things. I'm sorry. I said, please just continue to contact David. Since then, and it's the vilest stuff that you can, and it goes on and on, and she doesn't stop. Once she starts, she doesn't stop. And this is what's happening to David, but on a consistent, he's a daily, you're a piece of shit, you want to take credit, and you're taking my kids.
And it's hard to justify blocking her because it's the mother of the...
And we can't, because legally we don't have custody of the kids. and she is still the mother of the kids. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well.
What are the photos of?
Do you have that one with the shovel? And then the voicemail from the other night.
So this is this was Sunday into Monday. And the voicemail, and you can take the Google Drive and go through whatever you need to go through. There's so much stuff in here. So this is that morning.
I don't see my kids at my house, David. I don't see them in their room.
No, that's
I don't
not
see
this
them
one.
home yet.
This
I
is
just see
August.
you digging yourself a deeper hole that you're going to bury yourself in today. You and your poor bad lawyer.
The one that you're talking at is actually a video.
The one just recently that she...
Well, that was a video that she did, which is in here. This was that same text message group. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
You chose this, David. You chose this, David.
Are you talking to one when we're up in Georgia?
Oop, I don't know. Something happened.
You chose this, David. 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 You chose this, you cocksucker.
So that was Sunday into Monday.
You chose this, David.
The other one.
Yeah.
The other one that while we were in Georgia the week before last, on July 23rd.
If I don't have my kids back when you get back, David, I'm going to make sure you die in your sleep. I'm going to make sure that you and your horror bag lawyer don't wake up, that you suffocate to death. You might get bit by a poisonous snake or spider when you're away on your trip. I hate you.
And then
Is she?
here's this one from an hour ago. Maybe that's... We've been sitting here talking for a little bit, so there's a lot. He'll tell you there's a truly...
Has she been Baker acted in the past or anything like that?
Yeah, twice.
So it actually started April 24th when I received a phone call from their son, come get them. And it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. Right, and I said, Ryder, I said, I need to know what I'm walking into. Absolutely. I was on my way into work, and he says, well, you know when Mom stopped drinking?
Mm-hmm. You can tell him. I'll be right back.
When Mom stopped drinking and started doing medical marijuana, well, she lost touch with reality, and that's when she was telling Ryder that he was a narcissist and like screaming so loud that she passed out, and that's the story that we got. That's when she was later found running around in the neighborhood, and the universe is killing the grass, and she's painting flowers on her yard, and that's the start of it. And then here's, actually, you know what I have for you? Oh, I had this. Up until recent, here you go. So this is kind of the timeline up until May 25th. That's a little bit of the stuff that's gone on with her activity of being Baker acted and some of the things that have occurred with the kids. And
Oh, this is like kind of like a ledger of everything that you've...
up until May 21st, and then things just started coming.
Wow. It's like you already did my job for me.
Well, just up until May. And then I have email, like the email that I sent.
This where you put PBSO contacted me, yada yada. This is in regards to one of the Baker acts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last, I think, Baker act.
And you have what?
I don't know what I was going to say. Emails. So here's what I sent the lawyer that kind of sums up too of why we're here, where we're here today. That I can forward, so that way if you need the content, it's kind of pretty much everything from last Friday, Saturday through yesterday, and why I'm truly fearful. Because with her mental state, you can't say that somebody's just not going to do something.
Give me 1 second.
Basically tell them all a generalized of everything that you've told me just now.
Okay.
Like he said, he's going to try to persuade him to come out, because I think that this requires, that level.
Okay.
Worst case is if they don't come out, I will document it as thoroughly as possible.
Okay.
I will need all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting on them if they're going to come out or not.
Okay.
Because there's no point in me starting all that if they're going to come out and you have to do
yeah,
all
absolutely.
that twice.
You don't need to double document.
But if for whatever reason they don't, I will document it as thoroughly as possible. I will take all of this stuff. I don't care if I sit here all night, and then we'll get it documented. I'll give you a case number.
Well, do you have a Gmail account?
No, I got a PBSO email that'll work just fine to send all the.
Because I could give you access to that Google Drive. And that's what we've been. Google Drive I've learned, it's one of the most amazing, because all I do is upload it into there for the lawyer, and
perfect.
she goes in and grabs whatever she needs.
I mean.
But you would have so
for
much
us, there's so many stipulations because of like evidence.com and things like that.
That's right. You can't just. I gotcha.
If you want to use the bathroom now, because I'm just waiting on his response whether or not the detectives are going to come.
Yes,
now's probably a good time. So, I'm going to take what you have.
Okay.
I'm going to put it into evidence.
Okay.
It's a website that we use. It's evidence.com through Axon, just so you're aware. I will send a link to your phone because that's probably the easiest way. And then anything that you can't get sent in that link, I'm going to stay here with you the whole time while we do this.
I'm going to go to like a local Panera or Starbucks.
No.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do this as quick as I can so
Okay.
that you're not here stuck all night.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. So all that's going to get uploaded as evidence. I'm going to document it. I'll give you a case number, and then I'm sending a log entry to notify Targeted Violence Unit, and then they're going to look at it tomorrow. So if they reach out to you tomorrow, I'm going to need like a phone number from you that they can contact you, that you'll be able to answer them should they call you. And then we're going to go from there, okay? So they're not going to immediately come out now.
Okay.
But I will send them a log entry, and I'll document it the best I can, and I'll give you a case number. Okay. Let me grab my work phone. So that way I can send you that link.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the bench. Or is there another bench?
No.
I'm going to go back to the bench.
You're good. Yeah, everything that you have, you should be able to put in this link that I'm going to send you. And then, so I want to make sure everything gets put in there that you have.
Now, do you want the email that I sent to Deidre this morning, or one that kind of outlines why we're scared?
Yep. Yeah, you could provide that with me as well. That you probably don't have to put into evidence. That I'll just take for myself, just so I can document it as thorough as possible.
Yes. Okay. So the text messages that she sent me are also in here. We got all these voicemails, the police reports, screen recordings from back in the beginning when she was doing Facebook, the letters, emails. Now, mind you, in the last month, we have not screenshotted all of his text messages that she's done. That would take me probably 3 hours to go through screen by screen by screen. It's that many, because he's getting anywhere from 10 to 60 a day. I will tonight if that's what you need. I can go down through and starting back like a month ago and just screenshot and then upload it into here. But I haven't been doing that because for the lawyer, it was the same rhetoric that she had been doing, and it just was costing us a lot of money to have her go through this.
Yeah.
But I can and put it in a different file and upload it into here for you if you need me to.
Yeah, I want to get the most important stuff now.
Okay.
Start documenting it.
All the most important stuff is in here because we were saving it for the lawyer for
Right.
all of the voicemails, anything that has anything to do with killing her, killing the lawyer, or killing us, and that type of stuff is in here.
Okay.
But I will, and all the voicemails are in here.
And then I want to once we figure out the evidence thing, and I can get that all squared away, uploaded, so it's easily accessible for like detectives. After that, I want to just go in some sort of chronological order of how to document this as thorough as possible.
Okay. That's where some of the email, and I if you give me your email, anything like I've sent the lawyer that has a chronological, I can send that to you to help.
Okay.
Because it's just the volume is there, and it's hard, even in my own little head, that living a day in and day out, all of our days are trying to blend, and the amount of vile things that she's putting into here, it's like, it's hard to remember it all.
While that stuff's uploading, let me just get some of this other stuff knocked out of the way. So, your name is Jennifer. And the last name one more time, sorry.
Hi.
What's your phone number?
56.
And then
David.
Same last name?
Nope.
Just make sure I put that properly.
Yes.
Okay.
His date of birth is 74.
And then your date of birth one more time.
76.
76. And David's phone number.
56.
And then Ryder, Ryder.
Yes.
Last name. What's his date of birth?
11.
And his phone number, if you have it.
I do. Which one?
Because
he has two. He has his mom, the old Ryder mom phone.
No, give me the one that he's using every day.
Every day. Okay. That one is 561.
Okay. And then Hayden.
Hayden, same last name.
Date of birth.
2015.
And her phone number, if she has one.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't have a phone number?
She has an iPad.
Okay, that's fine. And then
It's Kristen.
Christen. Kristen.
Now,
The last name's the same.
nah, I don't know. Her maiden name is Merkel, Merkle.
What do you think would be on her driver's license?
Maybe Carhart. That's her married. I think her married name is Carhart. Or I don't know if she fully changed her name from being a nurse practitioner and having her own.
What's her date of birth?
She's 76.
Do you know her phone number? Well, obviously you do, but...
561. She also has her work phone that she does stuff on too, or her business phone, shall I say?
What's her address one more time?
4400.
This is the one that's more than likely on her driver's license, because I'm going to try to find her driver's license, but...
It's the one that is on her driver's license.
Okay, yeah, what's that? 40? What's the zip code?
I don't think I have that.
I can find it.
She's not.
Is it an apartment or
No, it's a home.
4400?
It's where the singer. I'm not good with names.
37.
And luckily, she hasn't stopped sharing her location with Ryder. However, Ryder stopped sharing his location with her, so she can't see anybody, but we can see her.
And the two kids are living at your residence, right?
Correct.
What's that?
1-1.
And what's that zip code one more time?
33.
And that's the same for all of you, right?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So she had asked if she could drop stuff off, and I knew we wouldn't be home.
Okay.
So I'm doing that
Who
fine line.
is that on
my
this one?
daughter.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a fine line of making sure things are appropriate, that we're not damaging our case for the custody. Like, we're trying to be amicable. We're trying to be...
Right.
So it's kind of like...
No, if you gave her permission to go there and drop box, that's what I just want to make sure.
Yeah. No, so that one... These two are still going, so I can try to do more now that those ones...
And then let me look up the statute. I know there's statutes for stalking, but some of that stuff is finicky. I'm just going to be honest, because it'll be like the court system wants to see that, did you make a honest, like, did you try to block her? Did you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
That's...
And I thought about that. Like, we didn't say, don't text me, because he is the kid's father.
Right, and that's why it might be best I leave it as a domestic case and document it as an informational domestic case until proven otherwise. That's what I'm going to get to, because okay. I'm looking up the statute now. I don't know if I have enough for stalking charges myself. Whether okay. detectives look into this when I send them a log entry and they go, "Oh no, you're wrong," like, that's definitely possible. I'm not 100% certain.
Right. Because. And like I said, the volume of text messages is...
Yeah, it's insane, but that's why I'm going to look up the statute.
Some of it's the content, too. Like, she's very demeaning, very, like, accusing bizarre things. I think I did Facebook post. Hurtful.
When you told your lawyer that you were going to contact law enforcement, what did your lawyer say?
Just said good idea.
She just said good idea. She didn't say whether or not.
Let me know how it works out.
What she didn't. That's it. Okay.
Because
I wanted to know if.
I think she's more of a family law lawyer, though. Not.
Yeah, they work like the custody stuff. And
yeah, so I don't know. And
I just didn't know.
She has a criminal law lawyer who basically told her that the voice, because when I sent her the voicemail while we were on vacation, she did take it over there, and basically, because one, it's a voicemail, which is, I guess, different than written, which is different than...
Yes.
So she's like, that alone is not enough, but if there was enough adding up, then it could potentially. And now
I just wanted to know what their thought process on, because they work at the Palm Beach County Courthouse, I'm assuming, or okay. Yeah, because I know from what I understand is with the stalking charges, it's very hard to file charges and get a conviction and all that on that, as far as you know, did you go through the means necessary of blocking her, this and that. That's just what I've seen in the past. I just wanted to know if your lawyer had any input that maybe I wasn't aware of or anything like that.
Hey, Claudia. I'm actually sitting here with the officer now, uploading into a database.
Evidence.com.
There, yeah. I'll call you when I leave. Thank you. Bye.
What did she say?
She said call her when I leave. She wanted, because I called her this morning. I'm like, because the other piece is I don't want to poke a bear because we've poked the bear and like our outcomes have been, oh, sorry, you know, she's fine because they let her go, you know. So it's kind of like, do you or don't you, because she's treading that line that it's can go either way. And then if it doesn't work in our favor, and say we go after her for this, the incessant that it's going to be, like you saw when I just said, hey, can I talk to you, you know. So if he says don't text me, the barrage that comes after, and he can't really block her because we have the kids.
So once, well, I mean, that's why family court is important, because they can do things like
and I've asked,
they can do things like only texting through a parenting app. They can do things like
about stuff like
supervised visits.
That's what we're asking for, but none of that's. We're waiting to go in front of the judge magistrate, but they want to get her psychologically evaluated and have the kids evaluated before we can do that. So we're in between. It's like we're there, but we're not there. And because of everything that she's doing, they don't feel as though there's enough to have her parental rights taken away and to go for the supervised.
And that's what I'm saying. If they don't have enough, then I for sure don't have enough to charge her for anything. That's why if you do things like, oh, you know, don't talk to me through text message, I'm gonna block you, you know, go to court, and so that we can communicate through a parenting app, things like that. And then she starts showing up at your work, showing up at your house. This is, you know what I mean? Then
so
that's
the next time that she texts the incessant stuff, you're recommending that he should say, if it's not pertaining to the kids, please don't contact me.
Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just drawing a line in the sand.
Okay. Because we really haven't, because we just haven't wanted to respond to her because it makes it even worse.
Well, now that you're starting the document process,
We'll do that.
and it starts, and like you're saying, it starts getting worse, and then you do the things necessary to. You can take that. Hang on just a second.
I don't
Here.
know. What are the videos?
That's my card that's got my name and email on there, and I put the case number on the front and the back.
I can't see. This is tough. I can't see what this is, so I'm thinking that this.
That's fine. Then
This
I can
is the
go
picture.
in.
This is okay. So I think that this is the picture. This is the video.
Okay.
Show me a picture. Picture that is on her back patio. Now, should I send the? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's not threatening, but it's all in that same time period, and it's referenced in that email that I will upload. I mean, it's just kind of like showing her.
Yeah. What did that say again?
Well, no, I'm talking where she's masturbating.
Oh. Okay.
That's why I'm at. I don't want to upload if, like, there's a video of her masturbating.
Yeah. Stand by on that.
Okay.
Who was that sent to?
David. From her to David. Now she says to the wrong person, but that was kind of in that same whole time period. And then
Stand by on uploading that.
okay. It doesn't show her face, but it all kind of like started that Friday night into Saturday. He woke up, there's those videos, then it goes from that to the group text message, which was inappropriate to include a 14-year-old child, to him saying, please don't include it.
That's you uploaded that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, stand by on that video. I don't want to give you a definitive answer on that.
Yeah. I mean, we had whatever additional stuff I can always at a drop of a dime add stuff.
If the detectives reach out to you, please let them know of that, and then ask them if they want that video.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put that into the evidence database if that's not what I'm supposed to do. So
Okay.
I would wait till the detective. I'm gonna stay around the threats area.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to document it. Like I said, as of right now, it'll be like an informational threats report until targeted violence unit looks at it, and they'll be the one to try to establish some sort of charges.
Come on, upload. I need this email. So this is a good summary of at least like the last couple weeks of what we've been going through and what we're concerned with the child's safety
And again, this was an email to the lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it just kind of gives you the timelines and events and what our concerns are, and the reference text, videos, voicemails.
Yeah.
And if you find that it's not in here, just text me or call me. And I can definitely...
Does that show it in there?
No, because some of these files are too large to send in the emails. That's why we created the Google Drive.
Anything should be able to be uploaded on this.
Kristen, let's see. I think this is it. Let me go to my Google Drive and just see. Third Baker Act and New Smyrna. What did I? 6/11.
6/11, she was Baker acted? Okay.
So I put in here, so this is the timeline up to 5/21. That includes the first Baker Act, which you guys did. The second Baker Act.
Is the case number in that?
I can.
Yeah, can you put the case number? I'll reference it in the report that I write. And then,
second.
yeah, if she's been Baker acted,
Second Baker Act. New Smyrna 5/25, because we went to court the next day. Third Baker Act. 6/11. You want New Smyrna's case number or our PBSO?
no, PBSO. I won't reference New Smyrna's, but I will just include that she was...
Hey, Dave.
just showing that she has been previously Baker acted here, and I'll reference that case number.
That's 5/25. It's in here because I had to provide it.
If you can't
Emails.
find it, it's not super necessary, but I was just going to reference it.
Email incident, police report, 6/11 screen recordings. I haven't. It's trying to.
I thought it was in that email, so that's why I thought it was already. I thought you already uploaded it.
Maybe.
That email that you
read it?
sent the.
Well, no, it would be in the timeline, maybe.
It was. You included the case number in it. Yep, right there. Case number.
Oh, perfect. So,
Yeah. Okay, that's already in there.
Okay, good.
So I think I've done everything from Friday. If that's anything disturbing, you have the.
There's
kind
you
of a-
dated it too. Is it dated? Like, would I be able to see on there when I go on and look at it?
It might be where it might be is in the email to. It kind of goes into last week, and then on Saturday she posted of her arm. Oh, I didn't put the arm.
What's the arm? What is that?
That is.
I don't know if you even talked about that yet.
I mentioned it, but I didn't show it to you. Where she's erratically. This was Saturday. She posted this on Facebook, and it's just a very bizarre behavior for an adult to take marker. It's more like to me that's like a schizophrenic, where it just has different, and it's all the way down.
Yeah. So you don't need to include that.
Okay.
This is where I'm gonna say I can see what you're saying as far as her mental state.
Yeah.
But legally,
it doesn't, because
I don't have enough as a law enforcement officer to take her rights away and take her to get a involuntary examination. If she's, because like you said, she has the scapegoat of, oh, I'm not suicidal, I'm not homicidal. I mean, yeah, great, that's cool, but at a certain point, I have to try to prove that in order to, you know what I mean, in order to involuntarily give her an involuntary examination.
Okay. So it's referenced. It's at least in the letter or the email. All of this is in the email. So it kind of goes down the timeline of all the things that we're concerned with, all the behavior that has occurred, and with some of the voicemails and the text messages that have been specific to, if you do this, I'm going to do that. But there is zero that she showed up and said, here, I'm going to stab
like credible threats.
Here, I have this gun, I'm going to come shoot you. I don't have any of that. It's all referencing and where you have to induce, like, that's what her intent is.
Yeah, that's why for right now, I'm doing it as like a verbal threats information report.
Okay.
And this is not my specialty. I'm
I know.
gonna preface this by that this is not my specialty.
I 100%, and I'm so happy like you've been willing to sit here and help me, and so I'm going to submit this. You have, and I've tried to give as much text message. This occurred Saturday. This text message occurred. Actually, this was Sunday. Sunday's date was 8/3.
It was, yep, the 3rd.
8/3/25. Okay. I want to say this is 8/3 as well.
And these text messages with the shovel and everything, these were sent to David's phone.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll make sure I put that too.
B's, I've put it in here. David B's phone from Kristen. You know, being in healthcare, you learn how you have to, you know, I can help you out with some of this. Like, I get it. You got to be very precise, and because 5 years from now, you're not going to remember this conversation.
No, and that's why I want to be as thorough as possible. Should anything of this arise or come back or anything, it shows that I did what was necessary, so anyone else reviewing this can go, oh, okay, yeah, I see here, blah, 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 on Sunday she said, you know what I mean?
I don't know when this one is. It could have been Saturday. It could have, oh, this was also Sunday. And that's why I have a lot of this, is because I know eventually if it had to be, you got to document it in that way in a court of law 5 years from now.
There's a paper trail.
Yeah. So this would have been one phone. I'll just say 8-5. A lot of this is we wake up to it. Today's 8-5. This is.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is what he has her silenced, so at least it's not a constant. But then we wake up to, and then okay. So I think everything has a date. You have the initial timeline, which there's nothing.
Perfect. That's perfect.
In there stating that she's going to harm us, but again, it goes back to the mental state. And then you have the email that I sent, and then if there's anything else that when I go in, I have the link that I saw is good for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go back through his phone to see if there's anything else.
If you do use that link and put anything new, please email me.
I will.
Just saying, hey, this is so-and-so, reference case number, whatever, and then just put, I'm uploading,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Just so
Perfect.
I'm aware, because unfortunately, this isn't the only call I'll deal with this tonight. So,
What gets me, and it's not you, and it's not the system, and people have rights, and I understand that. The amount that she's been doing to legally not, there's no definitive, it's abuse. It's mental abuse. It's mental verbal abuse, even though it may not be stalking. It may not be meet the definition for harassment. It's mental and verbal abuse in the stuff that she says.
You're right. And
because it's him against her and him being male, he's at a disadvantage. That's why we are at a disadvantage with trying to get the kids, because it's a female going against a male, and that's coming from a female.
Yeah,
it's a very sad situation when you look at her mental instability, and even if she's not going to do anything to the kids,
it's the trauma that they're experiencing as well. I agree.
So you're going to have a delinquent, or you're going to have a kid that's going to go shoot up a school because of what he's exposed to. But here we're spending thousands of dollars to prevent that, and the law can't help us to the extent that we need it. It's a process. It's a this. But we have so much that she's done, and there's no recourse. There's no.
That's why I said I'm going to try to do my part as best as possible, but
you know what
I can
I'm
only
saying,
work within the scope of black and white law.
And I don't blame you, and I appreciate you sitting here and even having the conversations with me, and not even requiring David to be here to have these conversations.
Yep.
And I appreciate everything you do. It's your hands are tied, and I feel bad for you because you see this every day, and you see the end outcome of what I'm talking about now. 10 years from now is where you're going to see this, and you're going to think back and say, you know what? There's a woman that sat on the bench and sat here and cried and sat here and did this, and here's what the end outcome is, and there was nothing that I could do, and that's the way our system is. And you're going to be like, this is the why.
Yeah.
So I appreciate, and I know that
I'm really going to try my best. I will document it as thorough as possible. Like I said earlier, it will be very general until hopefully the detectives reach out, and that's their specialty. I know you spoke to a TVU detective already.
Yeah.
She's
going to get the case number and look at and kind of escalate it to just
that's
so that you know.
That's their specialty. Mine's going to be very generalized.
She's more on the other side. She does, so she's not going to, she's because we know her, it's kind of like a conflict of interest.
Correct.
So she's not going to go into the case, but she's also on the other side, like the mental health side of it, like the rape victims, and I think on the other, she's across the street from this one, so she's not really in this division that would handle it.
Okay.
But all we can do is the best that we can. So I appreciate.
Yeah. And should anyone reach out to you, like I said, this is going to be documented as a verbal threats information report right now. Okay. I will try to be as thorough as possible.
Reach out to her without contacting us and saying this is what we're doing.
Say that again.
Contact Kristen. Would anybody contact Kristen?
Me personally, I'm not. That's
I just would need to be aware because of the wrath that we're going to get, and I would like to be.
So
a
what
heads
I
up.
will say, like I said, I do not work in TVU. I will not claim to work in TVU. I have no idea what their job title, like what they do.
Okay.
If they reach out to you for whatever reason, that is a request I would definitely slide by them and say, hey, please let me know if you are going to reach out to Kristen. And then if they do, or if she messages you, oh, I know you reached out to the cops, this and that, and starts like, now it's getting ramped up, then you need to call and report that as well.
Okay.
I would start, like I said, this is going to be very general. I'm going to put as best as I can everything together, and then that's their job to make it, do we have charges, do we not have charges, and then...
and I'm going to tell him to start responding her one sentence. Please do not contact me unless it's related specifically to something with the kids.
You need to draw a line in the sand because unfortunately there's very limited, like you said, it's very limited what we can do in terms of legality. I would start by drawing a line in the sand. I would not threaten, but hey, I'm going to block you if you don't if our conversations are not pertaining to the kids. I would contact the lawyer that you guys have and let them know, hey, this has now been documented and from the sheriff's office. This is the case number. It's going to be general. It's going to be what you told me. There's not going to be any secrets to it. I'll try to be as thorough as possible, but that's TVU's job should they adopt this case or whatever. Okay. And that should be it. Is there any questions you have for me?
No.
Okay.
You've been amazing.
I
I'm
think
glad we got a good guy, one that actually listens and
I try.
Not just brush off like here's a lady that's just overly sensitive.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. You as well.
You the one that called?
Not her.
You're the one that called?
I'm her daughter.
Okay.
She's rounding up the road. I'm just here for support.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm Jen Cotler.
I'm sorry?
I'm Jen Cotler.
Oh, okay. I'm Deputy Brown.
So here's the deal. I have a case number that we started yesterday. And there's a custody battle, but there's not a custody battle. In a sense, we're trying to get full custody, but starting April 24th is when the mom kind of started going downhill. She was Baker acted 3 times. I won't spare you the whole story. In the last couple of days, she's been kind of doing more threatening stuff. We created the case for the first time yesterday because we've really been trying to go through our lawyer and not really wanting to jeopardize the custody case. And what he said, the officer yesterday, the deputy was amazing. Because she lives at 44 Hunting Trail in Lake Worth, so we wanted to do it in the district in which the crimes are technically occurring because she's sending the messages from her home.
Right.
However, so we were contacted by the VTU unit today, but she technically hasn't done enough to have arrestable, but if anything else occurred to continue, he stated if anything else occurred to continue adding to the case from yesterday just to continue to show, because she's not coming and saying, here, I have a gun and I'm going to shoot you, in text messages or voicemails, like having a legit weapon that she's going to harm us.
Right.
However, it's a continual, non-stop, every single day, to the point we're exhausted and we just don't know what else to do. We have 2 children who don't want to go to their mom because they're scared. Okay. And they're legitly so. So today, apparently, it started first thing in the morning. And the other thing that we hadn't done is drawn that line and said, only contact if it's related to the kids. So he did that this morning and said, don't contact me unless it's related to the kids. And the messages after that were, and we have that, and he can show you all the messages, in which we don't respond to all this. Then I guess she went to she has multiple banks, and long story short, like, she's giving out money, and I think she has like all this activity that the banks are shutting down and seizing her accounts. So she went to one of her other banks today to find out that that account has been seized by the bank. And then this is what she texted and sent him through voicemail.
Okay.
You want me to go get the iPad or make sure
No,
the kids are
no,
asleep?
David's right here.
Well,
but
this
make
one
sure
about
that Colby,
the one I sent you about the
make
Wells
sure Colby
Fargo
will
one,
make sure the
Jen.
kids are entertained.
That one where she says she's gonna pounce or something.
Right. So the initial thing is
I don't know. Somebody keeps freezing her accounts.
and we don't know who. Like we have the access to freeze their accounts or the ability to freeze their accounts.
I mean, she went on. It all started when she went on this drug-induced rampage and started calling out all these people and
So
facilities and doctors and all this kind of stuff. And
So that was the text message, the more scary piece, because I'm telling you, she's got a case against her nurse practitioner license, so she's in jeopardy of losing her license. Her money's being frozen. She's potentially going to lose her house and be homeless. Her kids don't want to come to her, or she thinks that we're brainwashing and keeping the kids from her, which we're not, to, she's getting divorced. Like, her entire world is crumbling around her, and at some point she's going to crash. So then
I
he
always
gets...
seem to be the
because you're the only one that can't block her.
Yeah, everybody else blocked her.
Underneath the sun has blocked her, but because he has minor children,
Yeah.
play the voicemail.
From this morning?
No,
Or from the...
from the Wells Fargo. Like, and this is what just... And I know that you're probably not going to be able to do anything.
Was that what was just written there?
That was just written this afternoon.
So the voicemail was separate?
The voicemail's separate,
Okay.
in addition to this. So it's threats of killing.
She's lovely.
I'm in fear that she's going to show up here and cause physical damage to the cars. She's going to show up here. We don't have legal full custody. That she's going to come say, this is what the papers say. I want my children now. And there's nothing that you're going to be able to do. And we understand that. But at the same time, I can show you videos where she's sending him masturbating. I can show you where she's barrage texting him all kinds of bizarre things like rape and trafficking, and like where it all kind of, it didn't start, but it kind of like, this episode started Saturday. So she's been Baker acted 3 times. The first time was April 21st when she was caught running around her neighborhood naked. The second, so then she was Baker acted in Stewart. She was let out. She came home for a day or two, then went to Vero up in New Smyrna. She was up there for a few days, and then she was found again running around naked, not attacking people, but running up to people talking about the devil and all kinds. Yeah. There's something psychiatric going on with her, 100%. This was not her before April 20. Before February, March is when she started. We could start seeing changes in her. I actually had a great relationship with her prior to all this, believe it or not, being the ex-wife.
Expert co-parent, because she had to co-parent with my father, so she knows how to do that stuff.
So then she stayed in New Smyrna after she was released after like 10 days, 8-10 days of that one. Then she was Baker acted. She was Baker acted 3 times inside of 6 weeks. The 3rd time was for like suicidal ideations. After that one, she stayed up there for a few days, but then came home. And it's then she's divorcing her 3rd husband, and she is hyper-focused on sins. His son, not directed at him, but there's been 2 occasions where she's like, if her current husband is Dennis, wants big black dick in to his 14-year-old son. Over the weekend, she started writing all over her arm with black magic marker. That kind of started like, okay, we're not doing well. Then from there, it went from the next morning, he had pictures of her masturbating with a dildo to a video of her masturbating with a dildo, but she sent it to the wrong person, but then later said, isn't that the most sexiest thing that you've ever seen? To including his son in a text message to a friend of ours about his mother liking big black dick. And him saying, hey, you know, thanks for including our son in an inappropriate text message. Can
This
you
is her
please?
son?
It's her son, too.
Yeah.
It's their son.
So she was talking about herself? You
No,
said his mom?
our friend's mom.
Oh,
It was like a group text that she had included
Which is,
my son in. And so I texted her and I said, you know, can you be a little bit more considerate of who you're concluding? Because Ryder doesn't need to see your inappropriate text. Oh, that's okay. He knows what's going on. We're connected, and
we're talking through our belly buttons.
Yeah, we're connected through my belly button. And I'm like,
So we're just concerned because, one, of her mental instability. So ultimately, the only reason I asked you to come out is to help add to the case of what occurred today.
Yeah, I was starting to read the report on my way over
Can
here.
I see your phone again?
Who was it that was here last night?
you went.
No.
No one came to the house.
Stop, please. I love you dearly. Please. But it's firsthand
It's
here.
because you.
I know. So yesterday evening, because he works and he's on call and he was unable to join me, I chose to go to headquarters because she lives at 44 Hunting Trail, which is in District 1. And that's technically, from what I understand, where the crime is occurring because she's doing the crime.
Right.
So I met Deputy Lermond. He's amazing. He sat with me. We were there for 3.5 hours. He went through all of the stuff. Your system for uploading documents only allows 25 documents, so
We got a lot more than that.
so we tried to stay with what was concurrent. That's what I did last night with what occurred up through Monday afternoon, because most of it occurred through Monday morning, which I kept the kids home from camp because we are in fear, like she's going to show up to the camp and take the kids and disappear or do mercy killing, or because the devil told her so-and-so wants to hurt you, I'm going to hurt you first. Like, these are the things that are legitly going through our brain because of our mental, like, the shit that she's texting. So I met with Officer Lermond yesterday evening at headquarters, even though I know everybody keeps saying, well, it says it at this and well, that's because I didn't want the kids to know that we were going to the police. We're really trying to shelter them and not have a poor impression of their mother, because there's truly something mentally going on. So we're trying to be respectful of that. We don't want them to have any regrets later on in life. So we're trying to, like, kind of keep it on the down low. So I stayed there, waited for him there, and met him there, and we finished everything up there. And then when she started with him this morning, because we hadn't drawn that line, I said, I told him what Deputy Lermond said is, you need to draw the line and say, don't contact me unless it's about the kids. And that set her down another, and that's where...
So, okay, so what district did you say you went to?
District 1. I went to headquarters.
Gun club.
I went to
Okay.
headquarters.
All right, so
So then after this morning,
He had a question, David.
I know.
Let him have his question.
I know, but
Let
hold
him
on.
Stop for a second. Let him have his question.
So this is what, when we drew the line, and then she went through the contentment, and then she sends that. But what I wanted to show you is then that's what she sends to him.
Not,
Well, I'd kill you. I'd go and kill him.
not this.
All right.
okay.
With pictures of that
Make sure that's
and that. So he didn't respond, as you can see. So then at 3:30, that's when this came through, and that's when I said I needed to add to the case that we recreated yesterday. So that's kind of where we are. I just wanted to finish the timeline. That's all I wanted to do.
No, I was just gonna say what I'll do here because the report's already in. So I'll send you another invite. Have you upload all the screenshots of everything.
Okay.
Any videos you have. They love the bald head, man.
I know.
No,
It's like nothing but salt up there, apparently. But yeah, so I'll send you the invite.
Okay.
Just upload everything you possibly can.
Okay.
I'm just gonna upload it. It'll already be uploaded, but I'm gonna go ahead and just update my side of the report as a supplement, just saying that you called us out here to have more items uploaded, and it'll go straight to the report from whoever took it.
Because when I spoke to Detective Schultz today, she's like that fine line. She doesn't cross to where there's anything to have her arrested. Do we want to have her arrested? Technically, no, but I'm going to tell you, I'm getting to that point that it is impacting our family so drastically.
It's wearing me down.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, have you guys tried to get a restraining order?
Well, that's kind of
it was like, you know, we have lots of friends also in your department too, and some of our friends have actually been included in some of her barrage, and her brother-in-law is Colonel Coleman.
Okay.
So that's her ex-brother-in-law.
And he's been implicated in
a lot of her text messages and stuff and posts. So has Captain Gendro. I don't know if you know Thomas
I don't know
Gendro.
that name.
He was more like Lake Park, and now he just
he was in Lake Park. Now now he's over District 1.
I'm with you.
So yeah, I know.
Do you want to go to the cabana?
No, it's worse than probably where the
No,
cabana and all the
actually,
damn
no,
chickens.
it's fine in the cabana because that's
So,
where me, Colby, and Mom were.
So it's just, you know, I'm trying to keep it, you know, I don't, and it's starting to wear me down.
No, I got you.
I don't want to snap, and it's like, it's a crazy thing because when we got divorced, she did the same thing. Her and her mom both. Her mom's in hell right now, and so they did the same thing. You know, they say the most grotesque stuff to get a reaction out of you. So I know that game, but it's gone a lot further than that now. And the stuff that she's doing, and it scares the kids. And the kids see it in me, and it sucks. So, and now it's just gotten to a point, like when she brought the stuff to them, they're like, why haven't you done anything sooner?
Right.
And it's just like,
because we're
just kind of like, yeah, we're trying to go through my lawyer to I'm trying to get full custody of my kids, and it's like, you know,
we're following her direction, and it's not like we've done nothing, but it's getting to the point that you guys need to be aware, because God forbid the house burns down, the car's vandalized.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more worried about that.
I
mean, she's, you know, like this tall and maybe 115 pounds soaking wet. So I'm not, you know, she's nuts. So who knows what she'd do? You know what I mean?
In a moment. I'll let you say your piece in a moment. This is my daughter who has been here every step of the way.
This is your daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
My stepdad.
Gotcha.
So,
I play a major role with the kids, and I'm available to them when they need me to come to the house to watch the kids.
And the dogs and the chickens.
And support them in their time of need.
As well as Hayden talks to her and confides in her and different things like that. So she's a huge major component. So that's why she's protecting Mom.
That's good.
So you're one of the lock sticks out here?
I'm sorry?
You're part of locks out here?
Yeah, I just got out here.
I'm
getting used to the gnats now.
Yeah.
Where
were you before here?
When they go away and I'm watching the kids, I can call you in case I need them.
Yeah, you can absolutely call anytime if you guys have any issues.
Because they're going away not this weekend, but the following weekend, and I'm watching the kids. I'm not really concerned about my safety. I'm more concerned about theirs. So if I need to, am I able to call?
You call 911. 911 and they'll show up, and that's kind of part of the reason why we're doing this, is to start documenting.
We want to start documenting things.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I want that paper trail, because, I mean, if she shows up here batshit, I'm going to protect my family, and I'm going to protect, you know, I'm not.
Because I'm also tempted to just have them come to.
Look how fast this Amazon truck.
Because me and my boyfriend, we live in West Palm. I'm not tempted to take the kids and just weekend. they'll be in school during the day.
The dogs don't go to school.
I'll come here and take care of the kids after
That might
the
not
dogs.
be a bad idea.
I mean, they may have to if we decide.
We'll see how it rolls.
Yeah.
So,
But that's kind of where we are.
Okay.
It's more so just so that you can continue to help support with the documentation of.
Yeah, because based off of that stuff, like you said, it's like it is on the borderline because she's not
She's not coming and saying, "I got a gun and I'm
Yeah.
going to shoot you."
And yeah, exactly.
It's not like I'm sending a I've learned. Trust me. Last night.
And I think she probably knows that too.
She does. Like
I mean, she's a smart woman.
she's a
but
master. Carrie says she's a master manipulator and she knows what she's doing.
But the thing
I agree with
it's like,
Carrie.
I mean, the thing is she's just it cracks me up that even with all like her assets being frozen, that she first one she blames is me. Like, why would I?
How could we?
Why would I? For one, why would I freeze your assets when you want to buy you want to put the kids on your insurance, you want to buy kids the insurance and all this kind of stuff because you're getting divorced and all. Like, why would I freeze your assets?
Right.
After you went on there and you called out physicians, hospitals, all these people on a public forum, and thousands of people saw it.
I'm still trying to figure out what this Victoria. Do you know what Victoria? What is this?
Victoria.
Yeah.
That's a neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood. So
It's off of Summit Boulevard.
Yeah, I grew up here, and
Me too.
supposedly Victoria is a bad neighborhood. She says it was a
Victoria. They're off of Summit
Summit
Boulevard.
and like Kirk. Right?
No,
Summit.
Victoria
No, Summit and Jog.
between Jog and Haverhill.
Yeah.
So she's hyper.
That's where I grew up.
Yeah.
Her psychosis
I
or
grew
her
up in Palm
reality.
Springs. So,
I
Her
play basketball there all the time.
yeah.
reality is right now is trafficking, harassment,
I mean, she's just, I don't know,
gun trafficking.
guns in
She
general.
thinks every police officer should have their guns removed.
Yeah.
She's focused on,
Not even police officers, but military members
Everybody.
as well.
but it's like it is unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she's like, she wants to take my guns. She wanted to take Tommy's guns, and Tommy's a cop. And I'm
But she's
like,
going back to high school, calling out what she thinks people did, like her friends did to other friends, and like she was doing this on Facebook. So her lawyer finally got to her and said,
if you ever want to find some fun, weird shit, because we've uploaded a lot of that stuff. I don't know if we've uploaded a lot of the videos to the report.
He can't see it.
Oh my God.
No, I only had 25, and we decided to do the timelines and some
So
emails.
I think what a lot of it is stemmed from is like she was an alcoholic. She was an alcoholic when I married her. She was an alcoholic. She quit drinking, and she took up medical marijuana.
And
And I
something
think
triggered.
the 10 years that I was with her, she did it twice. And both times made her extremely paranoid, and she just never did it again. So what is it called? When they do it, the psychosis or whatever
Right, it's and
I forget what it's called.
right where it's medical. It's
Medically induced psychosis.
No, but from pot. You told me about it. I forget. Well,
right, well, if you have like
so
post-traumatic, if you have an underlying psychiatric diagnosis,
it can.
certain types of different pots can bring out psychosis, but also psychosis and psychiatric disorders can hit you at any point in life as well, and it may have just kind of coincided because this is not who she was. She wasn't a nice person, I will tell you that. But it wasn't this.
No.
It wasn't the 30 like he
Like,
has
so
her silence.
we went out on vacation for a week up in northern Georgia. I would wake up every single morning. Thank God I silenced my phone.
I
silenced her.
I have my
But I'd
phone.
wake up every morning
You're
for at
handing me
least
Dad's
30
phone.
text messages. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just, so every morning I wake up to this shit. You know, it just, after a while, it's just like, enough's enough. You know what I mean? You know,
I have
it's
a Google Drive account for
it's
her.
the same
So
shit.
this is
just-
what we heard when
I
he.
don't have my kids back when you get back, David. I'm gonna make sure
This
you
is
die
already
in your sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
make
just kinda
sure
gives
that
you
you
the-
and your whore bag lawyer don't wake up. That you suffocate to death. You
Yeah.
might get bit by a
No, that's what
poisonous
I'm saying.
snake or spider
I'm trying
when
to
you're
get
away
over
on your
that.
trip.
So I.
You want me to get Carter's cell phone?
She's like a fucking wild banshee.
Yeah.
No. We said she was she was the abominable Yeti.
Yeah.
And then this is part of what kind of triggered where we are
I
today.
don't see my kids at my house, David. I don't see them in their room. I don't see them home yet. I just see you yourself a deeper that you're going to bury yourself in today. You and your poor bag lawyer.
Like she's attacked me a little bit, but she's afraid to attack me because I don't know why, but she's afraid to attack me.
She clarified that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Lawyer.
Because you're a scary redhead.
But
But
like,
then with that, this was the next post, which is what kind of created, like, all right, at some point she's going to snap because this is her back patio, and she sent a shovel with this after sending that. However, it's still, again, she's not going to say,
But
I'm
like-
taking this shovel, I'm going to you.
but like she sent me a text while we were up in Georgia, and she didn't understand it. But you know the Friday the 13th movies. Do you know what the guy's name is in the movies? Jason. It was Jason.
I don't know that.
She didn't know who it was, so I usually just go, okay, I got 30 text messages, and I hand it to her because I don't want to start the day.
I'm the documenter. I'm the one that...
So I let her. She goes, "Who's Jason Voorhees?" Because she goes, "I hope Jason Voorhees finds you and chops your head off," and
That's her arm?
Yeah, that's what started on Saturday. Like, that's a schizophrenic. I can see, like, Einstein, that, you know how, like, it's a disassociated thought process where it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, actually, Carrie said it the best, psychopath, where they have their
But
diaries where
she
it's
has
just...
said threatening. Yeah, I mean, she's like, I'm gonna sneak in and put snakes in your bed so they kill you. I'm gonna, I hope Jason comes to chop your head off.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna get the. Do you have the case number? Because if not, I can walk out to the car.
I have it.
I'm gonna send you the invite.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. You know what? Listen, I know the sheriff office, they sometimes come back on overtime, but I know they pay you well. Get a little Casio watch.
Hey man, this right here, anything
come
gets
on
on
now.
it, it's thrown out. That's other one, man.
Wait.
Sunglasses, same thing.
Come on,
Wait,
man.
my boyfriend, he works at Gun Club as a correctional officer.
Yeah.
He just got hired, so he's still in training. But he's even talking about getting a little Casio watch because the prisoners in jail are talking about his watch.
Well, he can't be wearing fancy shit in there.
I used to work in the jail in North Carolina. I used to wear the cheapest stuff possible. The road is kind of the same because, I mean, if you think about it, any blood gets on this or anything, when I'm handcuffing somebody, I'm throwing it out and getting another one. This was like $15.
Yeah.
Sunglasses, they fall down, break if we get into something.
Yeah, that's
$10.
True. That's true. I understand. I guess
Everything
I have. You got a valid point. This
Yeah,
time.
I tell you, I'm not spending no money. All right.
But, so I understand the little Casio
Yeah.
watch. Because Colby's talking about getting something like
So
that.
the only two things that I'm going to
Just
upload
a
is
G-Shock.
some of the text messages today and then the
If you can
voicemail.
backhand somebody with those.
And then,
I'm starting to think about
because then I just need to somehow get to Officer or Detective Schultz to ask her if she referred it to the mental health
Whistle pig.
crisis
Give 'em a whistle
division,
some of the higher
because from what I understand, they'll take like a psych expert
one of these two
with or
houses have
personnel
chicks,
with them
and I keep
to her
hearing them
home to
cheat.
have her
I'm
evaluated.
like,
Because I think if we poke the bear enough, she'll do something either
Yes,
illegal
what y'all gonna
to
do?
get her arrested,
Right.
to be able to stop some of this, because
What is that?
we're at this point. So today, so we've gone. So the first time we went to court after her first Baker Act, because we have two children who are petrified. They'll go to dinner. The son will go to dinner with her. He's a little bit more complacent because he wants to fix her. He's 14. The daughter is absolutely, I'm not going. And we were able to talk her into going to dinner because, like Mother's Day, we took them to her mom.
Oh, and that
And
plaza.
within an
just
hour and a half, we're getting a phone call, her sobbing, I'm coming home. Mom's bringing us home. So we got her to go to dinner. She's like, but you can't leave there, you can't do this, we can't do that. What was I going
You
with?
doing the start I mean, you can
It's
fast
just-
forward to why we stopped dinner
But-
this past Sunday. Why
No,
stop?
Real quick, what is your first name?
Jennifer.
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 I always spell your name wrong.
Last name?
North Carolina to come to this hellhole state.
No, I'm from here.
Oh, okay.
I moved
So
up
that's
there.
why you came back.
Yeah,
Because you're
I'm
from here.
I moved up there for about 5 years.
I say, I'm
Oh,
ready
I
to
know
get
it.
out of this hellhole.
So then we go to the court.
I would love to live in like Franklin or something. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
We went to court the first time, but she ended up being Baker acted the day before. So when Judge Miller heard that she was involuntary present, she didn't want to hear things. So it got reset to July 2nd. So she was present for the second one. She gets up on the stand, she's rambling, and his lawyer had all the stuff as much as she was allowed to present. And the judge goes, "Oh, well, she was released, so she must be fine," and denied the emergency custody. So now, today, he got an email saying, well, because that judge denied it, then it's already been reviewed. We don't need to go because now it's at the judge magistrate's office, and they're petitioning to have the case dismissed because the other judge reviewed it, so there must not be a problem. But yet, I have how do you parent? He got a call from the principal today.
What's that?
I hope there's not a kid in there with that speaker.
I'm hoping there's
a dog in there at
He
least.
got a call from the principal today that she was removed from an app at the school for inappropriate content.
That she was sent into the school?
Yes.
She must have said something inappropriately in the remind thing at school.
What was your date of birth?
Is that correct?
Yeah.
How would of course I would know don't ask me how old I am. I can tell you my birth date.
Is it better to send it to a phone number or email?
Phone number.
What's that?
The only reason why I asked you is last time I asked for your birthday, you told me the wrong birthday, and then this one is correcting you. When I'm at the hospital to get blood work done for insurance,
He's trying to do his job. He's not trying to listen to our family dynamic.
He's used to multitasking. He's a police officer.
Doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Okay, wait. My job here is to
Were you a
lighten the
cop up in
situation.
North Carolina too, or no?
I worked the jail up there.
Yeah.
I was deputy inside the jail, and then it took forever waiting my turn, so I moved back down.
So that's what my boyfriend's doing. He's kind of going through the process right now.
Just getting started?
So he worked for state for Florida for about 5 years, I believe. And then
let me see what you sent me today so that I can
more or less because of
you didn't
who
screenshot it.
we know, but also because of him, he got into PBSO this year. So he started with them.
Is he going to eventually want to go to the road?
That's his plan. He wants to become a police officer. He wants to do the
How long you been with SO now?
PBSO only about 1.5 years. I worked PBSO in Pompano for about 4 years. In North Carolina, I was there for about 5 years. The time that I was there, 4 or 5 years. Plan on those staying in there.
No.
I would have.
Keep your wisdom as long as you can.
Yeah. I'm hoping they'll start giving me some.
Get them removed. I had mine removed.
No, because once you get them removed, after you have braces, your teeth they start spreading.
Yeah, I don't want to have. I don't want to
keep them. Not unless they start going.
Yeah.
But wait, my teeth are shifting forward again.
Because you're. Yeah, exactly. That's why.
So yeah, if you want to go ahead, just upload those. I'll add it to the report that they're uploaded into it. It's still the original report. All I'm doing is adding to it that I came out and sent you the invite.
Will you let Officer Lamond know?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, I have it.
What time was it that you went last night? Was it night
shift?
Okay, so it was after 6?
Yeah, it was about 5 o'clock, and I know C shift starts around a little bit before 4 o'clock. They have to be there for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. So if it was night shift, he's probably working tonight.
He'll see it.
Yeah, it automatically goes to the report.
Yeah.
And he'll have to
are
label.
you able to see what I uploaded already?
I cannot, because it's going to go to the report. I'd have to go out there and open it all up.
Do you have a card or something that all
Yep.
of us can see?
Let me go ahead and grab that. However you want to do it, it does not matter to me. This is my card.
I'm
This is
gonna go ahead and take a picture of it just because I'm gonna leave the card with them.
Okay. That is my my work number. If I'm not working, I probably won't answer. But if you guys have any issues, if it's nothing that if for some reason you don't need the primary and you need me for anything since I'm in the area, feel free to reach out to that number. But there's also the non-emergency on the front there. So
Say we completely understand not answering when you're not working because of the wife.
yeah, exactly.
Well, it's
Yeah,
also,
you better not answer that goddamn phone.
you also have to go through here, and it goes to a voicemail, but we have his email, and if need be, it probably would be easier to email him.
You all out here too or no?
I'm out here, yeah.
Are you live out here too?
Well, I live in Royal Palm.
Oh.
So yeah, you live
You're
out
close.
here.
Yeah, right next to this station. Can I see the card? I want to see.
Is that
You
your
got a
regular?
man,
Yeah.
man, Jesus Christ.
What's that?
You long drive to work.
Oh, I used to work driving down to Pompano, same spot. It was like an hour, 15, hour and 20 minutes every day. Now to get to the station, it's right across the road. It's like 2 minutes. I can walk over there if my car ever breaks down.
He signs on in his living room while he's still watching TV.
Oh yeah,
Having his cup of coffee.
like tonight it went 10-8 zone, which means you go 10-8, you don't go to roll call or nothing. So at 7 o'clock, I was heading out. I was like, all right, this is
And
awesome.
he's still needing to shower.
Yeah, exactly,
See, I
exactly.
know. We
I gotta
know.
hurry. But
We
yeah,
know
so if you guys need anything, let me know. But yeah, I would suggest taking them with you. I don't see why that would be a bad idea.
Just because if we're not in the area and she doesn't know where you live,
It just makes me feel comfortable for them because with them knowing where I live, they know that the kids are safe. So, and that's my
And their ages are what? 14 and what?
10.
10?
He's a 14-year-old growing on about 30.
He's an old soul.
He's an
I'll
old
put it
soul.
that
favor,
way.
take this inside and see if
But
you
it's
can
just
get
been,
that,
for him, it
Upland?
breaks my heart because, like, we were sitting at the table one day,
Nice meeting
Real
you.
Nice
Deputy
meeting
Brown.
you as well.
real quick. I mean, and I'm gonna let you go because you got more to be doing. But
There's a whole lot going
I'm sure
on
somebody's
here
out on an
already.
ATV running around or something,
If
or a golf cart somewhere. You got
I'm standing here, I'm not dealing with it.
But we started talking about something, and you know,
No, I was asking him if he would be able to have a conversation with his mom for Hayden because Hayden was digging her heels in and saying, I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to see her. I don't want anything to do with her right now. I can't handle this. And like full-blown tears. So I sent her away and I said, Ryder, I said, is this something that you could go to dinner with your mom and explain that Hayden just isn't comfortable right now? And he starts twisting his hair
literally,
and shaking
grabbing.
and
He's trembling.
you don't know what I've had to go through in the last 3 years. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah. So like, for the past like 3 years, it's like,
And we didn't know.
we didn't know. Like I didn't know. Like he won't tell me.
Because he protects her.
He does because he knows like I have a tendency to like go off the handle. And I've worked on it
He's done throughout this, I have to say, he's
because
been
you know I am a vet.
It's improving you, man.
It is, and I'm a vet. I went through the PTSD clinic, and I've done all my.
Well,
my,
thank you
know,
for your
stuff.
service.
Well, and this one,
I was gonna say, who's
she's whooped my ass into shape pretty damn good. And
Good job.
yeah, and it's and I think for a long time, they were always afraid that I would do something, you know, and so it was hard. So like when this all first started, like she started accusing her new ex-husband of being a pedophile. Yeah. So
You should see the bizarres.
talk about a hard conversation. Because if they would have said yes, it'd have been a totally different situation.
Right, exactly.
You know, I'd have been
But-
locked up. I
but
know.
the second-
The problem is, it sounds like from her, you can't really.
You can't. So we said, Hayden.
She could just be pissed off at him.
I would have known by the look in his eyes when I had the pistol in his mouth.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it would have been that. There's no question in my mind. And,
Oh,
and
with my
he
kids,
called
the same
me,
thing.
like he called me. I mean, you know, and he told me, like she said, I said, Dennis, we would be having a different conversation right now. And I said, you know me, and I know you, I said, we would be at this a lot differently.
Understandable.
And I said, I
But
talked to my kids, and my kids guaranteed me that you've never done anything.
Hayden,
So-
so I said, Hayden, I said, has Dennis ever touched you? No. And if he did, and this is what I would do. And, but like there was
my daughter's
there was no
fire.
like, oh, you would tell
Like you
the
would,
fear,
you
like,
know.
oh my God, you know what? Like,
Yeah.
no, it was like, and if he did, and I would scream, and I would do this and this. And I was like, okay,
So
yeah, I don't have to worry
what's
about
crazy
you.
is like,
Two, one, simple. I gotta make a phone call.
all right.
You're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
going to be uploaded into
Appreciate
the
you, bud.
report.
Be safe out there.
Appreciate
It's
it.
good to see you guys. But yeah, it's already uploaded, so I just
Yeah.
gotta transfer everything.
Because it's just the stuff from today that we put in there, and it's just to continue the documentation of the threats that aren't chargeable, but it's the continued behavior. And I think if we have enough of it, something can be done.
It's always good to have that backing you up as well. All right, you guys have a better night.
Hey, perfect. I was about to email you.
Sorry to bother you. I just talked to my sergeant, and he said that when he found out about this call, he got with the sergeant over there and everything, so they were going back and forth. He wants it kind of more in detail. I was just going to kind of put it as a additional, but he said because it's been pushed to like TVU and things like that. What are the most recent things she sent you?
When I was getting ready to upload.
What you're getting ready to upload?
Right, the text message that basically, because, well, him this morning drawing the line in the sand saying only contact me if it's kids related.
Okay.
And then that's when she was like, this, and you know, just, it's about the kids and your, all of that. And then the reason why I'm having you here today is because she went and had another bank account is seized. She's blaming him and threatening his life because she thinks he did it through text message as well as the voicemail in which is threatening his life again, that she's going to come rip his head off and, you know, all of that. I'm having I submitted the screenshots of the text messages, but for some reason the link that I was trying to upload the voicemail wouldn't go upload, so I was like, all right, well, let me submit and go back to upload the voicemail, and now it won't let me use the link.
Got you, so you need another link.
Yeah, to get the voicemail, because that's the most concerning thing, is because everything keeps happening to her because of her behaviors, and she is hyper focused on it's all his fault and his lawyer's fault, that she's going to show up here and do something to us.
Okay, so it was a little confusing based off of what happened last night to yesterday to today. So today, what were the actual threats today? I don't know which one was yesterday, which one was tonight.
The threat today is this voicemail. This is the threat today.
Alexa, turn on the living room, the front light.
The one where she was like screaming.
Destiny,
You want to come over here?
Yeah, because the kids are inside. They know that we're trying to do stuff, but I don't want them to, like, I'm really trying to not taint their, this is the threat today.
So that's the one from today. Okay.
You understand me?
When was that?
I am not you, David, and you and your are paying.
That was at 4 p.m.
Today.
Yeah. So that was at 4 p.m. And then, so at 8 o'clock this morning, he basically said, please don't contact me unless it's regarding the necessary parenting matters. And that's when she went in, we're in contempt, and then all that other bullshit, which is normal stuff that she's been doing, that we're over, that we're exhausted, we're done. It's abuse, it's mental abuse, but that's not chargeable, and I get that. But then that is when today at 3:39 is when she went to Wells Fargo and found out that another account of hers is frozen. And she's blaming him and his lawyer of that.
Okay.
And that's
Can you
when...
go to where this is continued?
Mhm. I will come to your house and pound, she's voice texting, and you can see the scattered brainness.
Yeah.
So in there, she doesn't necessarily say, I'm going to come kill you, but that is followed up by the voicemail. She won't attack me. She's afraid to because I'm the woman taking care of the kids. She doesn't think he takes care of the kids, which he does. He works until 7. He got here right as you were rolling up.
Right.
Like, sometimes even later. And she's mad because I'm behind him taking care of it this time, where last time she could overrule him. And she can't do it this time. And she's
Right.
It's escalating. So,
How many messages would you say she sent today?
Today's probably only about 10. Well, hold on, I can count them. Today's probably about 10. Go get David's phone for me. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we stopped screenshotting it because the volume is so bad. Like, everything that we upload into the Google Drive and his lawyer looks at, we're $14,000 into this. And we've gotten nowhere. Nobody can help us. And now the ones psychologists that wants, because they want to do a psychiatric eval on her through the lawyer for the family law side. So apparently there's 2 separate things going on. What she is doing to him has nothing to do with her parenting skills. How that relates, because it's traumatizing to the children, I don't know. So everything we upload into the Google Drive is charged. So once I realized that, and we're $14,000 in and we haven't gotten anywhere, and now we have a psychologist that wants an additional $9,000, I'm like, so we stopped screenshotting everything, which I have to go through his phone tonight to find out different things.
Sorry, it took me a minute. That was finishing paying for the pizza.
So today, after he asked to only have it related to the kids, it is, alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I won't count that one because that's kids related. So 11 that are technically not kids related, saying, hey, how are the kids doing? Do you need any school supplies? Have they had any those types of parenting things that are normal.
That's today? I mean, to his phone?
Yeah, this is to his phone. This
I
is his
just
phone.
went and grabbed his phone.
So it's 11 text messages after 9 text messages after the fact of him saying only contact me, parenting kids related.
Okay. So that's 11, and then did she send anything to you?
No, not today.
Okay, so it's just 11 to him.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
not today.
And then
Most
one
of the days,
voicemail.
yeah, most days, well, no, let me go into his emails. Here's the other thing. Let's see how many emails, because she was blowing up his email as well. How many, because you only sent me the one email, how many emails did she send you today that was...
It was school related.
Oh, it was all school related today.
No
Okay.
text messages today from her phone.
Okay.
From hers.
Yeah.
No text messages today. It's
And
all
then-
yesterday.
And then everything today, email-wise, is...
Just that one, and then the one, and then this mostly school stuff.
But there was no crazy emails today. There was one yesterday
The normal
late, but...
Waxahachie bullshit.
All right.
This is the one, David. I don't think did we send this
I
one?
forwarded it to you.
No, okay, so that would have been yesterday. I didn't include it yesterday, but there's nothing threatening in it. It's just her rambling, same bullshit that she does.
But
Okay.
today, since after we did what Deputy Lermont said to do, draw the line, he had 9 additional text messages, which were very vulgar, abusive, inappropriate, and then in addition to the voicemail and the semi-threatening text messages after she found out that her account was frozen.
Okay.
Does that help you?
It does. Because when I talked to my sergeant just now, he wanted me to make sure and separate what took place yesterday and today, thoroughly.
Even though it's in addition
So
to
I was just going to do a quick notation to add to it.
Okay.
But he said with the way they're investigating it right now to make sure everything's
separated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. Okay.
Perfect.
So they're definitely investigating it for you, just so you know.
All right. Awesome.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
That
Appreciate
makes
it.
me feel
Yeah.
better because I didn't hear from this, in which I know that they have to review everything and do their own piece, and
You'll probably hear from somebody tomorrow, or
Okay.
maybe the next day, but probably tomorrow.
Okay.
With it being Thursday, so.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Sorry to bother you guys.
No
again.
worries. No worries.
Thank you so much.
so much.
Whatever
No
you
problem.
guys need to help us out.
Have a good night. If you think of anything else, let me know.
And if we hear of anything else, I'll just shoot you an email.
Okay. Or you can text that number too. Either way.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like I said, it's my work number, so it's. All right. No problem.
I'm Deputy Sanchez. I was just reading up on your call to see what all was going on. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, it's kind of an ongoing thing. It
Yeah.
actually started back in April 24th when she was found. His kids actually called me and said, "Come get me," because it was very scary there. And she was actually found wandering around her neighborhood naked. Ended up getting Baker acted. She was in there for, a week or so. Got out. Was out for like 2 weeks. Ended up getting Baker acted again for the same thing, but up in New Smyrna. Stayed in for like 10, 11 days. A couple weeks later, she got Baker acted again for suicidal ideations. Then at that point, she decided to come back down and stay in Palm Beach County, and it's just been complete hell since then. With the disgusting, vile text messages, all over psychologically. But I would say in the last 2 to 3 weeks, they've gotten.
You're saying, "Bye, honey, I love you."
Yeah. With the 2 kids are inside.
Oh.
This is the brother.
Okay.
Brother and sister-in-law. They actually stopped in to just check on the kids because I was out working. So then.
You able to squeeze out, or you need me to move?
No, I'm right.
Oh, okay.
Over the weekend,
I saw we were here just 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
So over last weekend, the threats were coming and coming to the point where on Monday, I actually kept the kids home from camp, completely scared that she's going to come get the kids, do mercy killing. She's going to hurt us. But it wasn't enough to meet the Florida statutes. So I met with Officer Lermont from District 1 on Tuesday because I had a friend say, "Why aren't you reporting this to the police?" Because we're working through our lawyer, which is family law, and wasn't really giving us a whole lot of direction of how to stop her from the abusive, threatening, harassing text messages. He said basically because we hadn't drawn a line because we just don't respond.
Something, okay? Ryder's doing laundry. I told her to handle inside.
Okay. But we just never responded. So he said you need to draw the line for the harassment, stalking piece of it. We started doing that Wednesday. Then she sent more threatening text messages Wednesday. Had Deputy Brown come out. We got the TVU unit involved. Yesterday, the CRT unit went to her home. She told him to get off the property, even though she was colored from with black marker. I will. Thank you, Donnie and Paula. But there was nothing that they could do for mental health. So we've been trying to take every appropriate step. There is 2 minor children, a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old, that are involved in this. We don't have legal 100% custody. We're trying to move towards.
But they're here with you?
Yeah, they're here with us. They're safe.
Yeah, that's all.
They're absolute. Yeah. Now she shows up here. I don't have anything, and that's our problem. Is we don't have anything. So we're trying to take
but she's escalating. So this is why you're here today. And I'm sorry, I only have my sunglasses. So it started off.
You took screenshots of all these already too?
Yeah.
I saw he gave you a community request link so you can upload them already from the last time.
Well, I don't know if I still use that or
no,
not.
I'm saying I could give you a new one.
Oh, absolutely.
But you were able to do it last time.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Let me see if I can work on getting that.
Because I didn't know which case, because we have two separate case numbers. One through like the domestic that Deputy Lermond created, and then we have one with the CRT division, and you may end up calling them and having a detective come out. I'm telling you that. I'm hoping you do. We're at the point where we're done. If you have to arrest, please arrest, if you can. And we get content, and I have another question about that. He's getting videos with dildos. It's that. But we're going to go through last night and today. So last night, this is what she sent the 14-year-old son. And I screenshot. We delete stuff from his phone because we we bought him a separate phone. This is the phone that only his mom contacts him on, and she doesn't know that we bought him another phone, so he's not further traumatized. This is just to show you that it's in his phone, but this is the video that she sent him. That's a guy. That really is a person.
Whose arm is it?
Hers.
Okay. So they went out after that?
No, this was last night.
She had the same black marks that you described then too?
So this was after they went out that she sent this last evening.
Disturbing a bit.
To her 14-year-old son. We didn't do anything with that because there's nothing criminal in it. It's inappropriate. It's traumatizing to a child. However, there's no criminal. We didn't do anything with that. Up to her, she started this morning.
Well, you guys have you guys are the ones with the phone right now. He's with the other phone.
Right.
Okay.
It's in there. He can access it. So when she calls, we hand him the phone. If she texts, we read the text message to see if it's appropriate.
Gotcha.
Before, because we don't want to stop the contact. I mean, because do we? Yes, but you know what I mean.
I get you.
So then it starts this morning with I hate you, but the piece that I'm concerned with, even though it talks about she wishes he was dead, you're a zombie. I'm going to stab your brains out.
What is that?
Hold on. I do home health.
Okay.
That's wound care.
I was like,
I'm going to stab your brains out.
Who's this to?
David.
Who's David?
My significant other, the kid's dad, her ex-husband. So let's go back to his text messages because I don't think I downloaded all of it. So that's brains out. So then he texted, and I'm sorry, it's not all. I tried to have it. I told him after the first one, I said again, he texted again, I have asked that you only contact regarding parental needs of the kids and to stop sending the harassing and threatening messages. That's when she sent this about ripping it off in front of the whole world, and she'll take pleasure in killing him, and then sent this voicemail.
Answer the phone, Rag. Why are you running, David? You got so...
What's the length on it?
I don't know.
I just wanted to see, because it usually tells you. Okay, it's just a couple seconds. All right,
Yeah.
I'll start it again just so that we can play it for the body cam.
You can take it. You can. Okay.
It'll be uploaded with this.
Answer the phone, you Rag. Why are you running, David? You got so much to say. So much to say, so much to do, so much for me and my children. I'm here, 40. I am so ready. I got a golf club waiting for your noggin to just split it right in half and then beat it until you can't even recognize it. No, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Fuck off, asshole.
Disturbing much?
So that's kind of the last. Let me go get his, because then you can go through. I don't care. No, there's more.
It's confusing because this is between him and
her.
This whole message is between him and her.
No, this is my.
I know, that's why it's confusing for me.
Yeah.
So, no, you can take this.
Well, because
I'm gonna send you the screenshots for you.
Because then, hold on. Because then after that, and I can go get the iPad that has all.
You gave a case number just now on the when you called us. That's the case number you wanted too, right?
Well, that's where I'm leaning. This is your area of expertise because we have the two case numbers.
I know. I wasn't sure if that was the one that you did. Give me a second to find that, and then I guess you want to grab the other phone.
Yeah, I'll go grab the iPad because then she's sending how to not get murdered by a serial killer, and then it's the zombie. So she likes to send videos and stuff like that. But I'll go get and see if there's anything else that she has sent while you figure out which
case
one.
Number? Yep. Okay, you should be getting the text now. The case number you gave me is the right one. It's the correct one that had the last two incidents with messages that you uploaded.
Well, you want to see it chronologically?
Oh no, I'm good because I have to see it like all the way back from the beginning.
Well, no. I'm saying from today.
Okay.
Because I have his phone is connected to the iPad, so I can see their text messages. And see 2:47, 10 minutes ago.
This is to her ex-husband.
Yeah, this is to David. This is his information. All right, so let me make sure I down.
Then you guys haven't thought about changing phone numbers? I'm sure somebody recommended that at some point.
No, because here's the problem. He has kids with her. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to take the legal steps to
get them.
And we don't have
you don't want to break that.
Right.
Gotcha.
And we got to make sure that we're doing stuff that we're not going to damage our case.
Yep.
Because
I understand.
We've had 2 different emergency attempts.
Child custody attempts.
The first one, she got Baker acted, so she wasn't present. The judge wouldn't hear anything. The second one, she even got on the stage or the stand and was rambling like she was, and the judge said, "Oh, but they let her out, so she should be fine." So we didn't get anything at that point. So now the judge magistrate is saying, "Well, the previous judge looked at it and said everything was fine and didn't have any findings. I'm going to motion to dismiss the case."
Oh God.
So we're trying.
But now the fact that TVU is involved, that's significant.
Correct.
At least now you have people who delve into the mental health aspect of it and to try to prevent anything.
Alright, so I don't need to listen to it again.
No.
I just need to make sure it's the right one to be able to.
Yeah. Did you get the link though?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
I just got to save it to a place that I can get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Save here. Okay. So upload. And then I just need to send me one thing real quick.
The other voicemail?
No, the last screenshot. There's this one. Then let me make sure I downloaded all of these. So here's the other piece. She is also calling her father's wife, so her stepmother, in New York and doing the same threats as well. And they're going to be filing a police report up there in regards to it.
She doesn't work, I'm assuming?
She's a nurse practitioner and has her own business, and I don't know how well the business is doing because of all the Facebook videos that she did back in anywhere from April to June. Finally, her lawyer was able to get her to stop doing Facebook Live videos ranting about the Victoria police officers that are using people as mules, and everybody should be taking guns, and this one's raped this one's raped that one. She is hyper focused on sex and guns, in whatever mental state that she's in.
Does this just come out of nowhere, or do we think it's drug induced? What do you think?
So she used to be a drinker, and she was a heavy alcoholic. She switched from the alcohol to medical marijuana like February, March.
Yeah, people in marijuana don't do this type of stuff though.
But that's the only change once she switched. It kind of. So is it is there an underlying mental health disorder that was undiagnosed that it triggered? Is it a coincidence? We don't know, but it's really started to see a change in her February, March about that same time. So, and it's just escalated, and it's involving some of our friends that are police officers, and she's just attacking anybody and everybody that she can, and it's bad. So let me tap your link so that you can review, and I've learned the process. You got to have the evidence to go review with somebody to see what your next step is. Yeah. So I'm just going to not load up my patient stuff. I think. You go in and ask them, do you want to go to your mom's right now? You're going to see a little girl hysterically crying, fighting you. Because the second, she's, the son's a little bit more complacent, but if you ask him, he's scared for the things that they've had to endure. I mean, she sent, for some god-awful reason, she'll send screenshots of other conversations that she's having with other people, but she must have reported an argument of her and her ex-husband, and the screaming of, "You cunt, I hate you." That's what they had to endure, and we had no idea because they weren't coming. Yeah. And I guess it was getting to.
But there's no current agreement right now.
There is an agreement, but it's where she has residential custody every other weekend, and one day during the week David gets them. So there's nothing. If she was to show up on a Monday morning.
On her day,
there's nothing stopping her from trying to take the kids other than
us.
Yes, but at that point, if you have two kids kicking and screaming, from what I understand, you still have to comply to what the judge says. We would then have to call probably DCF.
Yeah, I definitely get DCF involved.
Right now, the lawyer says absolutely not. Because
no. I'm saying hypothetically, if it came
at that point,
if I, as a law enforcement officer, and I hypothetically thinking about it, I'm not taking the kids if I see all that I have as evidence and her actions. I'm scared that she might self-harm herself, but she's like right there at that borderline. And is it her further threatening and trying to intimidate and trying to just get at her ex-husband for whatever problems that she's conjured up?
She blames him for freezing all of our accounts. We have nothing to do with it. Like everything, it's him and his lawyer's fault, and that's.
I'm just saying, but hypothetically, I as an officer, if she came here right now and I was dealing with that situation, based on everything that I've seen, I would not.
Thank you.
I would not give the kids to her. Although it says on there, you're going to go through DCF. We're going to have DCF evaluate your living conditions, to see if you were even fit to do it, because I don't feel comfortable in this situation saying, hey, take them from a home that they're happy and okay in, we know, to give her just somebody that's doing all this. Because it's one thing, her acting normal to me face to face, but you're showing proof of what she really is. So I wouldn't do it. I don't think any other officer would as well. Okay. Granted, the court...
It makes me feel a little bit better, but
the judge says one thing, but I'm not going to enforce...
something that you know
putting the kids into a possible harm's way because of all the red tape that's over everything. I'm still not going to do that. I'll deal with whatever comes of it, but I'm still not going to put the kids with somebody that appears unstable. And I don't think any officer would, especially you've done a great job of documenting it, so that shows, like hypothetically, if that day comes, that hey guys, I get it. She might be acting normal to you. She's showing you the order. She's not come this entire time. We've documented she hasn't come this entire time. And I would also document that she's not coming on those days as well.
Not. She just sends him, give me
kids back. That's all that we get.
So document all that. She's saying this. However, she's not making an effort to show up here. Nothing further other than threats that I've documented. So I would further add to your list of things that you're doing. Document the days that she hasn't showed up, even on a calendar. Hasn't showed up for this day, this day, this day. She was allowed to, so that if God forbid that day comes, that she hypothetically says, "Hey, I want my." You haven't come this many times. I've documented every single time. Now I don't know where you're doing this. Granted, and you've done all of this leading up to here.
And
so
like
just furthermore,
yeah, she could have gone to because the kids were on camp all summer right there in Wellington. She could have gone and picked them up because there's nothing saying that she can't. She didn't show up there.
Thank God she's not.
No, thank God
that's
she's
what we're
not.
lucky with. Because still a technical of she could.
But my fear is something's going to make her snap. At what point does she say, have whatever devil talking in her ear, go get your kids?
Yeah.
Or your kids hate you, go kill them. You know, not that her kids hate her, but God knows what in her mind she's coming up with whatever story, because it's just scary. Or, you know, she knows that we do music every Tuesday, that she goes and tries to run David and I over.
Yeah.
You know, it's just scary that we live in every single day, every noise, every door, it's every ring, is she at the house, and it's not fun to live in.
No,
and it's not healthy for the kids, even though we
course.
do try to shelter. Now they know that you're here, and they're like, "Why are you talking to the officer?"
I gotta update something. That's
well, we were trying to, like, it's getting exhausting trying to hide everything too, because
they're 10 and 14, you said?
10 and 14.
Okay.
And then when you hide, like on Tuesday when I didn't get home until 11 because it took that long for Officer Lamond to go through all of the previous evidence to say and to come to the conclusion this is all we could do at that point, because you can only upload 25 documents, by the way.
I can send you another request.
No, it's we're good. I think you have, it should be submitted for whatever we had for today.
Yeah. All right, something's going on. All right, so I have those that will be uploaded. I have the body cam from the one video voicemail, but the voicemail is sent on there. Okay. But you're doing everything you can possibly with the red tape that you have, and so long as she doesn't try that, and you don't have some incompetent individual come here to try to say no, we all know as officers, it's very wait. We're not taking the kids from any parent, especially if there's some type of custody agreement at all. Now, if there isn't a custody agreement, that's why I asked it. It usually defaults to the mother. If there's no agreement. Unfortunately, in this instance, there is. In addition to all the evidence that you show that she's unstable, we have TVU that's been on. You're like, look, this is what's going on. Please contact the TVU sergeant. It shows Sergeant Rivers was contacted, and the detectives that are working this. And hey guys,
I've spoken to Detective Sanchez.
But not this one.
No, was it Sanchez? Schwartz?
Schwartz, Cassie. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. Detective Schwartz, I spoke to her twice, and then a detective, not Bronco, it's
Bronson. No. It's all right. I got
Branco.
Branco, okay.
Branco.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that actually went out to the home.
Yeah. So Schwartz is on the TV unit. Branco, I believe, is on it as well with her. So they're involved.
Yeah.
Like, do me a favor. Like, if you ever, I'm saying hypothetically, everything happens and everything aligns, and you have the deputy that's like, no, we're going to take. No, you're not. One, and two, call these detectives from TVU. They're aware of what's going on. They're not going. Being that they already went there and evaluated her, and they tried what they can. Hey, look, this is what we have here. She says she wants her kids. What do you? Where am I at? They're obviously like, no, she's not stable enough. I'm sure they'll further elaborate to somebody, but no officer's gonna. When it comes to taking kids from anybody regarding anything, once there's a child custody agreement, it's very. We need a detail out, count the calendar, like every other weekend is what day, like. Nobody's just going to come over here and like, give them the kids. No officer's going to do that. And DCF, obviously beforehand, before she even gets the kids back, DCF needs to be involved to evaluate her residence to see if she has running water, electricity. She's got stable exactly. They need to do that, and I'm sure TVU, that's their aspect that they're working on. But obviously they're trying to make sure she's okay.
Yeah,
But-
because ultimately, we would like her to get the help.
Of course,
But
of
at
course,
the end
because
of the
that's going
day,
to be the best bet for everybody. But
at the end of the day, we're going to do whatever you need to do to protect us here. Do you think a detective will be out today in regards to anything?
I don't believe so. Not from today.
Okay.
It's Saturday, unless it's like some type of exigent circumstances, or
Okay.
if he was here type of thing.
Different.
Yeah, I'd depending on the hypothetical, I'd be taking her to jail or otherwise, or going about what I just told you of contacting them. Like, yeah, I'm not giving you the kids. I don't care what it says, type of thing. But if she, for whatever reason, hypothetically shows up, like I said, I'll be here today and tomorrow. But
we continue to call you guys out for additional evidence.
Yeah.
And I know
it's being that it's all associated with the same one. When with their Cassie or Schwartz and Bronco open up that case, all the video footage is all together.
You guys? I mean, you see what I mean?
I know, and that's what I'm trying to help you as well. You're trying to help me help you. I get it, and I appreciate that. And I'm like, what's the easiest way? Like, can you just send me the link? I get it. I know.
But I guess you need the phone call, and because it's not that it's exhausting, and we'll continue to do. But
are you working directly with Schwartz or Bronco?
I don't know what. Because I guess he is the one that everything's going to. Yesterday they contacted David directly and dealt directly with him when it went in the discussions. Basically, from what I understand, the way that it was left yesterday was she basically didn't want any help, and there was no, here's the next steps. However, there could be doing other steps that just weren't relayed to him that we're just not aware of. So at this point, we don't know where it is with the TBU unit. If they're kind of like, okay, we tried and we're washing our hands.
No, that's
not to. I don't think that's how it is.
That's the whole point of it, is to not just. That's what's happened with a lot of our mental health.
And that's where I was under the impression, like, once she said, no, I don't want help, then they would help us take additional steps through the courts with getting, like, the no contact orders and doing that.
They may. I just don't know. That's why I was asking, are you in contact with him? But David is David home?
No, he's working. Unfortunately, he got called in, or else he would be here.
I gotcha.
So I don't know who they're going to, because I've contacted, so there's actually two different sides from what I understand. You got the criminal side, which is the TVU unit side, then you have the mental health side, which is the crisis response team.
It's all too new to me too. I used to work undercover doing something for a while. I just got back to road patrol out here like 3 weeks ago, so it's new to me, the whole TVU thing. I've worked with them.
There's two sides.
There's two sides within the same unit. So
yes, and I think
the crisis response team, I believe, is just made up of the same detectives.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. There's some that only work the crisis response team, because we know Detective, and I can't say her Claudia.
Okay.
Palenzuela? Yes.
Okay.
She's a friend of ours, so I know that she only does the crisis side, I believe. I don't think she does the criminal side.
Okay. So criminal side is the TVU side?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Targeted violence unit?
Yeah, and Sanchez was like, let's try this side first, and that's who Detective Bronco was related to. So I don't know if he's going back to Sanchez to say, hey, this didn't work, or we're just kind of in limbo right now because this happened late yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
so you know Palenzuela, and she's over there in the
CRTU unit.
Okay.
I think is it. Yeah, but we're friends, and I'm not using.
I would ask her for. Do you know how this works, and if I should be contacting that detective, or should the deputy just go directly and send it to the team? Because I personally, if it's my case, I want to handle that case all the way through.
Because the other piece is we don't want it to look like we're trying to use a position
of course not.
Power.
No,
and
which
it's
not at all. Yeah. And which you are, and I'm just asking, or what I'm saying is that I would just ask her, hey, in this situation, would I just go back to the same detective, or is it a new one every single time with a new case, but it's all part of the same one?
So I did try to call Detective Bronco, because David had his cell phone, as well as I did try to call the main number, and he didn't answer. So that's ultimately why I ended up calling you, because in case something happens, like, then it's like, well, why didn't you take it to the next step? Because they're escalating. Now it's now because before she wouldn't say a weapon, and it was if you do this.
Yeah, it seems like she gets more and more intoxicated or under the influence of whatever she's taking, and it just progresses. As you can see in the message, it's just like, all right, it's a little tame, and then it just keeps on.
But now she's like now it's not an if, now it's I want to, and now she's talking about the weapons. I'm going to stab, which is a knife, and now we're using a golf club, and it's not if you do this.
The thing is, you have to have the ability, the opportunity, and the intent.
So she
the
has
ability, she's not here, so she doesn't have the ability. She's not physically here.
Oh, okay.
The opportunity, she's not physically in your house. She's not physically here now. Her intentions could be, it's all verbal, but if she's carrying it, now I'm coming at you, now I have the ability, opportunity, intent, now I have the assault. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I know where you're at. Believe me, if I could,
I know.
I was just like, change your number. Let me go over there. Stop calling these people. I wish it was that easy. Clearly, she's not heeding to that. Or have the deputies tried contacting her directly outside of them responding the other day? I'd rather not even contact her to fume her up. Like, oh, you called it.
I want you to.
I think it would make it worse.
It would.
That's why it's just. I want to find out if or which detective it is that might be working it. I'll see who I can contact to see who's the main lead on it. Okay. So you had Bronco and you have Schwartz that you talked to.
Right.
Those are the only two that you spoke to.
That we've had direct contact with.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll see if I can pull up any other cases that might be associated with her. So she lives in Victoria?
No, she just thinks that it's a brothel, or that's where the is originating from, or something like that.
And where's she living at currently?
Legend Lakes.
Okay, that's why I was like,
she's District 1, and that's why I originally went to District 1
for
the original, is because that's technically where the crime's occurring.
Yeah.
However, it's getting exhausting trying to.
Of course.
So that's why it's like, all right, we'll just.
Of course. Yeah. So, if she calls again tomorrow with the same situation.
Are you on tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe again.
Can I get your card with your number, your work number?
I don't have a business card yet.
Oh, you don't have?
No,
okay.
I don't. I don't have a business card yet. I can send you the community request link myself, and that one's able to be used for what? 24 hours? That one? Or how long is that link alive for? Well, you don't have 25 things, so if there's more later today, you can still send it.
So let me see. So see if I can go back into it. Your files have been received. So once I submit it, I think done.
So I'll give you my number.
Okay.
It's all going to be a part of the same one, so I'll just create a new request for it. And I work this half of the day shift. It fluctuates 2 on, 2 off. Okay. But I'll be here tomorrow.
Why didn't I? Oh, that's because I'm in my favorites. And of course, you have my phone number.
I do. That's why you saw it populated on there, because I was researching your number to see what other cases were on there, so I can. I don't like just showing up and doing a supplement. I'd like to know what I'm walking into to see what more I can do.
100%, and I respect that.
Yeah, that's.
Because
I'm not just a take the paper. I'm like, how can I help fix this and make the situation better? Because I don't want to have to come back out. I want to make it better for you guys. That's why you called me.
But it's also so hard. It's such a so much volume to keep going back.
The hardest thing and the only thing that's gonna make the true be all end all of this is the judge. The judge has to make this decision for you guys to say, hey, yeah, you guys are taking, but I don't know. They just went recently, the target device for the CRT unit, so I don't know what all got accomplished.
And they may be looking at the next steps themselves.
But you guys aren't followed up with right away, but she's still harassing you right now, so I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from, and I appreciate you trying to take every step you can to. But I
appreciate that.
I'll be here tomorrow, so if there's anything the rest of the day today,
I'll just because
first thing tomorrow. If she comes back tomorrow with the same thing. Okay. I'll be here tomorrow, so I'll be here from 7 till, God willing, just 6:30, and then I'm off. But try not to stress yourself out. If she needs to talk to the kids,
Yeah,
I
me
would
too.
seriously just to have a Saturday night to yourself. What I would recommend, putting it on silent. Her messages.
It's always on silent.
Check it tomorrow morning. She's not gonna come out here. She comes out here. You have cameras, right?
No, I gotta order.
All
I
right,
have
well,
I have the ring. I have a ring front door
definitely
camera.
work on that just for
I'm gonna order
for security purpose, for peace of mind, so you don't have to be like, oh, what's that crick in the night?
Yeah,
There's so many different ones. You can stay with the ring within the Ring network and then get the solar ones. There's others. I bought one that was like $350. That's all solar, all wireless. All I did was mount it to the soffit, and I connected it to my router, and then it's all wireless. I don't have to run any cables. Literally, the solar panel that's on every camera itself. It's only motion though. You can pay for whatever additional, but I only pay for the motion activated.
I don't need
So I could send you a link. There's many other ones, but this is the one I got. It's pretty seamless for me for what I need.
Because we have the front one. It's just, and when she normally came, even before all of this, she always came through the front. So we haven't. But as it's escalating, I was actually just talking with Donnie and Paula that we need to get
for
this.
peace of mind and and otherwise, and for the situation. That's why you can put it on silent. You can check it tomorrow. Just you'll see. We can go through for days talking about this. I'm sure that's all. You don't need it. She shouldn't live rent free in your head.
Well, it's not even that she lives rent free in my head. She lives in my house rent free because it's every day it's something else, and it's the kids, and it's like.
And that's why you need a break. I could see it. That's why I'm saying, hear me out. I'm here tomorrow.
Okay.
It's gonna be the same thing. She comes here, you call 911. We're coming running either way.
Right.
So don't worry about that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna send you. Or open up your Amazon app. Is that where you use Amazon often?
Yes.
I'll show you which one I got, and just I'll be here tomorrow. If she sent stuff last night and sent stuff in the morning, here's your link. Upload it all. It's gonna be the same thing, and we can just keep it on there. So cameras. You can look at different ones. This is just the ones that work with. So it's quickly to install, and it's a free program.
Is it through Ring?
No, it's through a different one, but it's just the same similar thing. Let me see. You'll find other ones. 3-1, go ahead. I have background. I'm 10-4, thank you. I'm like, wait, can I grab your phone?
No.
No, you're good. I'm still looking for the name of mine. So there it is. AOS.
Sorry.
You're good.
French is like, I need to know.
What?
About dinner tonight.
Ah. See, don't worry about dinner. Once I send you this, leave it alone. She's not going to change.
So when it first happened, I was like, all right.
All right, so this one, I got mine, I think, a little bit cheaper, but this is it. There's no subscription needed, and let's see.
So it's similar to.
It's just the same type of thing. It's just a different.
Okay.
Let's see how much I pay for mine. You might actually get a better deal. So I paid $319. Yep. So that's the current deal that I got as well. Okay. So here, I'll show you mine. I don't mind. I'll just hold it over here. So we're good. We understand everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna.
Perfect.
Be done.
We have to turn this on, right? I'm gonna have you swear in. What you're telling me obviously is the truth and the whole truth. Why we're here, what we're talking about. If you want to give backstory, you can. I know there's some messages in your phone that I have some questions about. So with that being said, you start that?
Yep.
Okay. I'm Detective Schultz. My ID is 30545. We are here at 3228 Gun Club. It is August 11th. It is 12:47 hours. We are here reference PBSO case 25085-263. Here with me, please state what your full name, sir.
David Paul.
Okay, Mr. David, do me a favor, can you raise your right hand? You swear everything you're about to tell me is the whole truth and nothing but?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about why we're here.
The constant harassment and threats and just the non-stop bereavement from Kristen that has just continued daily, hourly, minutes, from Yeah, my April 24th.
Okay.
So ever since that episode.
When you say Kristen, who is Kristen?
My ex-wife.
Okay, what's her full name?
Kristen.
Okay. How long were you two married?
Almost 10 years.
And how long have you been separated?
7 years.
Okay. And do you guys have children in common?
Yes, we have 2 children, Ryder and Hayden. Ryder's 14 and Hayden is 10.
Okay. So you said this since April, this has been ongoing, repetitive, unwanted harassment. Is that correct? Okay. Tell me a little bit about what happened to your knowledge in April.
In April, it was actually April 24th, we got, my girlfriend Jennifer got a phone call from my son Ryder stating, could you please come pick us up from the Kristen. She didn't hesitate, said I'll be on my way. She hung up, called me, and said, not to worry, stay where you are at. She didn't want me to go over there, and called Ryder back just to get some little insight of what was happening. And his words were, ever since mommy has tried to quit drinking and took up medical marijuana, she has lost all touch of reality. So she went there, got the kids, put them in the car and left. Jennifer states that when she got there, Kristen was just kind of dancing around in the driveway, floating around, and went up to Jen and kind of put her heads together and asked them to breathe. Just bizarre, acting really bizarre. And then I didn't really hear from her until the following day. I had texted Dennis later that evening asking if she was okay. Took a long time to finally get an answer back, and he just said, she's fine, that's all I got. And then I had the following morning, which is the 25th, mid-morning, I got a phone call from her, and she was in that facility in Stewart, that Coral Shores, right?
Just for reference, Dennis is Kristen's
current husband.
Okay. So she went to Coral Shores, which is a psychiatric facility.
Yes.
After that, to your knowledge, what has transpired, if you have any?
After that, she came home for a little bit, and that was, I believe, was right before Mother's Day. And she wanted to see the kids, and the kids agreed to go and have like a breakfast lunch like thing. We dropped them off at 10, and we took off to go somewhere else, and by 11 my daughter was calling, screaming and crying, saying we're coming home. And it just kind of went downhill from that. She dropped off the kids, took off. My son got a nice text message stating, I think you guys would rather me be dead, just stuff like that. And then she said that she was going to go on a little hiatus and go north to visit some friends. And that's when she ended up in New Smyrna Beach.
Okay. When she was in New Smyrna, to your knowledge, did anything occur while she was up there?
The same type of thing that happened down here. We were in that time. I was getting odd messages and calls, and then I got a phone call from the sheriff's office saying she had gotten picked up. She was naked and on the beach and started chasing a lady, saying that she was seeing the devil. And she ended up supposedly in the water, came out of the water, and was walking down the middle of the street naked. And then they picked her up and put her in Halifax Medical Center, where she spent, it was 6 days, 10 days in Halifax.
When she came back home, what incident happened down here after she returned from New Smyrna?
Well, even before she came back home, she got out, and it was the odd, like, she's on this kick of people up there were, God, using their kids to drugs and
Okay.
doing all this stuff and
Right.
crazy stuff, and just blowing up my phone for this stuff, and just constantly. She had called. That's right. She had called, left me a voicemail, stating that we should all get our passports together, and including myself, Jennifer, my kids, her kids, and she's going to call at a specific time, and we're all going to take off and go to an undisclosed location, and we're all going to change our names. Okay. And, you know, and that's when she started doing all these Facebook posts, calling out everybody under the sun, saying the most bizarre things of stuff that had happened to her, calling me out, calling her husband out, you know, saying just vile, like calling him a pedophile. So of course then I had to have talks with my kids, and they, you know, swear up and down nothing ever happened with them.
Right.
And then somebody did a health and welfare check with her, and she got put back in again. So she got put in there twice up in Halifax.
Okay.
So by that time, like my kids were they're scared. They were scared of her,
Right.
and they didn't want to go back. And it's just been that constant bereavement of
Right.
I'm keeping the kids from them. I'm keeping the kids from her. I'm keeping the kids from her, and it's just gotten nastier and nastier. It's now it's the threatening, and I'm going to kill you. I'm going to bury you. I'm going to do this, and so.
When do you think the last time she saw the kids was? Doesn't have to be an exact date, just summertime, not over the summer, school year?
Probably 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And was that just a brief visit?
Yeah,
Controlled dinner?
dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kids have not been back to her house. They don't want any part of going over there, correct?
No.
The text message you've been receiving that are obviously pretty vile, pretty explicit, threatening, when have those been ongoing and you kind of just had enough, or did this just, from what I've seen, has there been like an uptick?
Ongoing. It's been ongoing.
Okay.
I mean, it's been always just, you know, you're a trash piece of shit,
Right.
you loser, but it has gotten an uptick to the point of, you know, the videos of death and then saying that I'm going to chop your head off, and
Right.
these kind of like
Yeah.
more explicit.
Yeah.
And then the pornography, sending me pornography of her, and
Right.
it just has gotten so freaking bizarre.
Yeah.
So it's wearing me out.
Absolutely.
So
Now, I know Jennifer did upload quite a bit of evidence into evidence.com for me to review. After reviewing a lot of those text messages, I'm lacking a little bit of date and time context just from the scrolling. There are some certain statements that she makes that obviously do violate Florida state statute. So if you're willing, if you don't mind, could I just look at the text messages? Because I do need those exact dates and times.
And then the number that she was texting with, that's always been her number?
yes,
Okay.
the nine,
For the past
95613.
17 years or so? Because I guess from marriage to divorce, it's been that
It's
same phone
been
number?
the same phone number.
Okay.
From when you guys were married, it was that phone number as well? Were you guys on the same phone plan back then, by any chance?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
for the most part. I think I was on Verizon for a little bit, and then she got me into AT&T.
Okay,
So
but that's always been her number?
I mean, it's just the bizarre, like videos, lots of videos. But you can scroll up and.
The lady sent threatening messages and video voicemails to the elderly woman. The videos allegedly showed her involvement in sex trafficking and other disturbing activities.
Even when we were on vacation, I'd wake up almost every morning to like 30 text messages. I mean, I'm glad I silenced the stuff, but it's just.
Yeah, that's nonsense. Since the, this is today. The documents that I just saved. just sent me the video with the dates and times, and then the, basically I'll just upload what Jen had already uploaded, like the portal, instead of sending you the link and everything. I'm just gonna do that myself. Now, as far as the threats to kill and the aggravated stop and go, you are willing to prosecute and move forward with that?
Yeah, it's gotta stop.
Okay. How?
I have not uploaded the message today. That was this morning.
The voicemail or the message?
It's a voicemail from this morning.
I just sent it to myself.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So when your attorney, that's your child custody attorney that she's calling, is she sending threats to them at all, or is it just a bunch of nonsense? Did your attorney call you and reach out?
Jen, you listened to the second one, right?
Right. I mean, it's the nonsense again of basically, Deidre's after her, but at the very end it says, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you.
So when she references Deidre, that's your attorney?
Yeah, Deidre.
Okay, that makes sense, because I didn't know who Deidre was. And
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Is Hayden your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Hayden is your daughter, and
Ryder
is your son. Okay, because I saw the Hayden and I wasn't sure who that was either.
You want to hear it?
Oh, it's okay. I sent it to me.
No, the attorney one.
Oh, is that the voicemail your attorney left you?
Yeah,
Sure.
no, that Kristen.
Left the attorney.
Kristen here. You know exactly who I am. I'm not sure your vendetta, if it's with Eric Coleman,
You guys know
if
who
it's
that
with
is.
Mary Bell Coleman, if it's with Judy Coleman. I know about you and your connection with the Colemans, and you trying to get me, and you and David in Trump's tunnel.
Did she say Trump's tunnel?
Maroney,
There's a,
your connection with Epstein, your connection with Trump, your connection with Eric Coleman, David and Maribel Coleman has nothing to do with me or my children. And I'm going to prove it. 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 I already reported you, bitch. 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 I already reported.
It's the second thing.
That was the second one. It was the first one, and Jen. That she said she was gonna get her.
No, that's off Monday. I listened to it back to back.
Whether she's obtained the 1 cent, we don't really know. But yeah, that's gonna be the game plan. As long as the state gives me the okay, I'm just gonna go back. I gotta add some dates and times to my probable cause, and then work with them. So I could have a warrant by the end of the day. It could be tomorrow by the end of the day. Just really depends on how busy the attorneys are and if we go back and forth at all. But obviously, once she's taken into custody, if the warrant's issued, you'll be notified. And like I said, she'll probably get a bond, go to first appearance. Whether she can bond out or not, I don't know. And I'm assuming at that time a no contact order will probably be put in place. And it could be for you and the kids, just because obviously I'm going to mention that, she is involving the children at this point. So, any questions for me?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
No, I know my rights to protect myself, so I'm very well aware of that. So.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to conclude the interview here. It is 1:17.